Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. I missed you.
I missed you too.
I missed you guys too. Welcome to Knitting a Good Yarn.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Carmen. And this is our little knitting podcast that we've been doing now for 3.5 years.
I know, it's episode 30. Isn't that wild to think about?
It's episode 30?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
I'm pretty sure I was prepping the notes this morning and I was like, episode 30 times 3 hours. That's like not even 90 hours. It's like over 100 hours of us like blabbing on the internet about wool.
About wool
and life.
And knitting and life and
Yeah.
everything and connecting with you guys. And this will be our Rhinebeck, I guess, recap
Yeah,
episode.
it's our post-Rhinebeck
It's like a month actually after Rhinebeck, but the reason I'm thinking that is just because we actually got to meet some people, some of you in person, and got hugs and things, and it is so, we say it all the time, but it is absolutely just so uplifting and like, yeah. And I want to say thank you. I'm not going to cry, but I do want to say thank you for all the beautiful messages and like words of support about my sister, and at Rhinebeck there were so many hugs that I got, and I just want to thank everyone. I haven't, as usual, responding to messages in general are hard. That's hard for us to get around to doing, but this one was particularly hard, particularly with people that were also expressing like loss that they'd experienced, and I felt like I really wanted to be able to say something back, and then of course have not had the time. So just please know it was just so touching, and we have the best community ever. And if you're new here, thank you for joining, and I hope that you like what we do. We're different. We're different.
It's like, where are you going with this? Yes.
We're not
a
your
non-traditional
podcast. So
Yeah.
as Jackie, mentioned, we go on and on, oftentimes 3 hours, 3+ hours. We are a one-shot deal. We just are us. We pressed record. We are going to press stop at the end, and we're just going to upload it. So that means the good news is you get us completely authentic. The not so good, unfiltered. Yeah. The not so good news is that you won't get any fun little things shot like popping up in the screen or anything like that. But we do try to put that in the notes. Well, this one does.
So we do have show notes that as of late go up like a couple days after. Ooh, there's a cat. Oh, I'm so distracted. Okay. That go up several days after the episode uploads, and we have little chapters so that you can like have stop-start segments of like, oh, this finished object, like this random tangent. And then in the show notes, we'll often include like all of the stuff that is important to know about the things that we are showing, including stuff that we don't like articulate and how to spell things. And if there's something that you don't see in the show notes when they get uploaded, just let me know. And usually I've like forgotten something hysterical, like the name of the sweater or the designer, or whatever the case is.
Sometimes the entire sweater. Sometimes it's not even in there because
I just like skipped it.
These things.
So yes. What else is there to know about our podcast?
We do have dogs, but they have been very good. They're both here, all cuddled into their little beds. So every once in a while they can like speak up, and because we don't edit, it's part of it. But lately it's been pretty good. We do have a cleaning service here right now that's almost done, so when they leave, it's possible that the dogs will get. Anyway, chapters you said? Did you
chapters, show notes,
chapters? I think that's it. And if you're, we're just, you'll know, I think, if you're part of our tribe probably pretty quickly. I
mean, if you made it 4 minutes and been like, I'm still here listening to these ladies blabble, then probably we might have something for you. We also love that one of the things that we heard when we were at New York Sheep and Wool is like the various ways that people watch the podcast. Yes. And I love that like some people are like, okay, like 3.5 hours I'm getting snacks and I'm getting my like Kitchener stitch or my like sewing bind on and like let's go. Or like I have to like fold my laundry, or I have to do this like tedious task, and then like you accompany us, and then there are folks that are like that I'll get a message from somebody being like, so took me 6 weeks to get through like this one, and so like however you decide to join in, welcome, and we're so glad you're here. And maybe we'll talk about like we'll sprinkle Rhinebeck stuff like in the middle. Of course we won't be like, if you some podcasters do like an amazing job of Rhinebeck
Thank
recap.
goodness for them. I love watching those.
Me too. Okay, I want to shout out one particular podcast that's like new to me that was introduced to us while we were at New York Sheep and Wool. Thanks, Kristen. Which is the Jen Geigley Knits podcast.
Yes.
That I have been like straight binging. Straight binging. The thing that I watched. So if you are like, I've never been to New York Sheep and Wool, or you went to New York Sheep and Wool and you're like, I miss New York Sheep and Wool, check out Jen Geigley's Rhinebeck recap. She is amazing and like took video of like everything. I gotta tell you, I saw more in Jen Geigley's Rhinebeck recap and like made notes about ooh that yarn and like ooh that place and like oh my god we need to go there. I saw more about New York Sheep and Wool and learned more about Rhinebeck by watching Jen Geigley than actually like being there.
That tracks for us. I feel like
because we don't do a lot of, we're very bad at exploring.
Yes,
I feel like
I get very overwhelmed. There. Each time I'm like and my overwhelm is not in an it doesn't come out in an anxiety kind of way. It comes out in an anger kind of way. Like
Carmen gets mad.
Yeah, just like too much. Like we tried to watch the dogs like herding the sheep, and I was like, nope, there's just too many people. I'm just mad about that.
But maybe we'll talk a little bit, like we'll sprinkle in Rhinebeck stuff, but we'll talk for those of you who are like interested in hearing about our experience. Maybe we'll spend some time like towards the end, just like talking about things. Also, I feel like for me to remember the things so that like next year when we go,
right? Yes.
There's like an awareness.
I should have. I never thought to watch our previous Rhinebeck episodes before going to Rhinebeck.
No, neither did I. But someone did that.
Oh.
Someone like watched. I can't remember who told me that they watched it. It might have been Lily, who
watched her own.
Watched her own from the year before to like
Lily
remind her of the things of this year. And I was like, yes,
that's very smart. That's Lily of Curatorial Knits, which you will hear more about because we are testing.
Yes. Oh, lovely for her. Okay. The knitting.
Can we start with me because I am feeling
yes, please. Are you evaporating?
Yes, as usual. I am in that stage of life where heat is a thing. But I get it a lot. Like it's not, I haven't had like the hot flashes during the day. I just am like perpetually hot, and then I get them at night, like the full out flashes. But anyway, that's how it's coming out for me.
I've always, in the like time that we've known each other,
I've always been hot.
You've always like run hot. Like Carmen is the one who's like in a skirt with like sheer tights on and like little Ugg slippers, like tank top, and I'm in like piles of wool. But yes.
No, I have been in my 40s the whole time we've known each other.
This is true.
I'm pretty sure
this is
in
true.
That kind of space. But anyway, guess what got done? If you have been watching us before, this is my Franky Sweater. By Sandnes Garn. In the original wool and the original color. This is the Jellybean green colorway.
It is perfect.
It is perfect.
It's like it's perfect.
It's exactly what I wanted. Actually, you know what? Here, I'll show you the original. A slouchy. I remember looking at this. So this is a few years old. And saying like, I must have, like, that's the sweater I want. I just want something like that. And I feel I got it.
It also looks incredible on you.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy. I feel like I'm just happy with everything. Like how, all of it.
I mean, there's a slouchy sweater. Slouchy sweaters are beautiful, but I also feel like slouchy sweaters there is a perfect proportion of slouchy sweater. And I feel like that is like,
it feels like it. It's everything I was looking for in terms of.
There's so much ease in it, but it really works.
It really is.
The length of the arm works.
Now, Jackie, when because you said you have started the sweater and then you've stalled on the twisted rib, because as you can see, there is quite a bunch of twisted rib.
Not a significant amount.
And I was like, well, it's not that big. It's not that. I mean, how. Won't take that long. Nope, it did. It's like those double knit button bands where you're going, but why? It's not that hard. Why is this taking so much longer?
Progressing?
How come? And I have to put the little markers to show that I've made progress, because it would be, what is progress trackers, progress keepers.
Keepers?
I would have to have that to know that I'd actually made progress. But it was honestly.
I remember the first one. So this was Carmen's like Rhinebeck near sheep and wool like project.
Which was better than the last year because I'd had this crazy pattern.
She was doing like a mosaic knit that had like cross stitches and insanity because you were rushing to finish the test knit on time.
Yep.
But I really I remember Carmen like brought it and I saw how much of the twist you'd done the arms. It was just like the twisted rim, the hem, and I was like, Carmen, like you know we're gonna be here from like Thursday until Monday. Like
also
you don't have something else done. And
I still didn't get it
done.
You
still didn't get done.
No, and we did a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you being like, you're like, nothing is proceeding, like nothing is changing. And I was like, hey, put a progress marker in. You put a progress marker in. I think we were there for like 2+ hours.
Yes.
And then you looked at it and you were like, look at it!
I was like, I just got back to it. I've done one round.
Well, it's worth it
because
Carmen.
It is a lot. I guess you can see, like, it's a lot
worth
around, right? Like it's, and then you do a
sewn bind off,
Italian bind off, I think. And a folded. Isn't it just so nice? This is my thing right now. Is these like large sweaters that I throw over, like I'm wearing a dress under here. I throw this on. I'm doing Pilates right now because I have a knee injury and it's just around the corner. And I like whatever I'm wearing, I just always throw something like this, or my sweater 28 is another, like those two. Just wear them all the time.
I need this.
Yeah,
I need it.
To try
I don't know that I need it in green. I mean, it looks
well,
phenomenal. Like
they
I
discontinued it.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
But I actually have, of course, like since Carmen showed it, and since I got to touch it, I've been on like the websites, like which one, like what color am I getting? And what I can't decide on is whether to get something that's a pop of color or to get like,
that's what I want.
Black.
I want this in black.
In black. Of course, I'm like in cream or in like a light gray. Like in my mind, I'm like, do I go like
cream would be, I mean, they are so good. They are so good. They're worth it. And I will say, when I was knitting it, the blocking is a thing for it as well. Like it wasn't like it didn't look good, but it was like
twisted rib.
If you're using this
twisted rib, like it really
can.
like itself pre-blocking, right? Like it's like all.
And because this is like alpaca, so this is the original. Oh, sorry, I should say there's two versions of the Franky. There's like a KAOS version, KOS version, and this is the Borstett alpaca version. So this is Sandnes Garn, as I say, and it is 96% alpaca. I guess Borstett is that like brushed alpaca, and then 4% nylon. So alpaca is funny that way. Like it can really change with blocking. And I just spread it out.
Just,
although
like, patted it.
It should be. No, I think I did kind of spread it, but not. But I didn't aggressively do anything, and I actually didn't even measure the sleeves, but they ended up good. And my gauge was almost right on. It was 17.5 stitches per 4 inches, and the pattern is 18. So this really was like made to pattern. I did the medium large, so the second size, and it took just over 8 balls. Yeah. So,
friends, help me. But Willow, what color do I need? Because I can't have the Jellybean green. I probably would if this was available. I would probably do it.
Try it on. You're gonna love it. It's a funny thing because it's one of these colors that's obviously like very bright, but to me,
it's a neon neutral.
It's neon neutral. It goes with things. It doesn't feel like I'm like doing something crazy when I'm wearing it. It kind of goes. Oh, and I also, when Jackie comes back, you can see I haven't steamed this. I haven't pilled it, whatever, like gleaned it. Oh, that's probably backwards actually, I think. My mom tried this on too, and she put it on backwards at first because
it feels so good.
But this is what it's like
having
worn it all the time. It is
so good. I probably need to go down. Do you think I need to go down a size, or I need to just make the shorter?
I think you could go down a size. I think that would be actually, yeah. I think it's a little bit more. Well, I don't know. It looks good. but also
I feel like my not my fear, but like one of my things around the sweater that I'm not entirely sure about for me is like the twisted rib, like length. Like, did you knit this? Like, you made an adjustment, did you not?
I think I did. I think I knit this one longer than it needed to be. Like not much. You can see it's only like 4 inches.
Yeah.
I feel like I did this one, and then because that proportion is
it's critical.
Very critical. Yeah.
It's critical. I
might have extended it a little. I'm pretty sure I did.
I'm gonna get a little
torso.
Measuring tape.
Oh, I have.
And we don't have to do that now.
Oh, okay.
But in terms
Jackie
of we'll give the proportions, because I feel like, I mean, honestly, if I knit it just like this, it would be gorgeous. I would wear it exactly like this, and you know, we're knitters, which means that we can make decisions.
I know.
I might go a little bit shorter.
I think a little bit. Usually, so Jackie and I always try on each other's sweaters.
I kind of like that my hands are hidden. I mean, it's like maybe not the most practical thing in the entire world, but
it actually, I find, because yes, it's low, but then I just cuff it, and because it's twisted rib, it still looks cute.
Ooh,
right?
Carmen.
Yeah. And I think also the fact that you don't decrease for the ribbing, you use the same needle size, and so it does this, just it kind of just spreads.
It feels so
Isn't
good.
it so lovely?
I'm running out the door.
I know. I would
good.
too. It's a really, I'm so, you know these sweaters where you've kind of like thought about something for a long time, you've been meaning to knit it, and then you really hope that it actually ends up being what you think or what you're hoping it to be, and it's that. And not every sweater's like that for me. Like I have actually quite a lot of sweaters that I find I don't wear. Will
they look better in your head than
in
real life.
Practically, like it just doesn't fit what I need for it. Like lately, I have not put on a winter coat, even though it's now cold here, and we've actually had a crazy big snowstorm. But I live in downtown Toronto now, so, well, I don't know if this is downtown, but urban, which means I can walk
in the city.
Like a lot of places, just short distances. And so I have just been wearing knits. Like I'll be wearing a sweater, and then I'll throw this on top of that, and then I'll put my like a dicky, like that. What's the hood thing? Not hood, the Gujo collar. And then my long knits from Sari.
Polymnia.
Thank you. And I'm just like all knitted out. And it's just so nice to just, I've lost my train of thought what I was going to say there, but oh yes. So I was hoping that is what this was going to be. And then it just was. And it just feels so good to do that.
This is, to me, the perfect yoga sweater. Like, I need to knit one right now so that I can wear it in the studio constantly.
Yes. It's really, really nice, and I do wear it all the time.
Oh my God. Okay. This fabric,
it's really lovely.
It's really lovely.
Yeah.
And I feel like alpaca's tricky sometimes in terms of the drape factor and the shape factor, and I feel like there's something about this, and maybe the twisted rib is keeps it together or something like this. But I feel like with how much you've been wearing it, that it's sort of kept enough shape is really incredible. I'm really enjoying that this does actually stay.
I know.
It's so interesting to me.
It will stay the whole time, until I undo it. It doesn't fall. It is so cool. And I mean, it's funny also with knitting, needle sizes, because we were looking at the needle size that I used, and so it's 17.5 gauge, and I used a US 5, so 3.75 millimeter
on a bulky yarn that's 100 and I think it was 120 yards for 50 grams. Which interesting. I'm gonna normally we link the patterns on Ravelry, so I'll you'll find it in the show notes below. But I was perplexed because I was looking at it, and the needle sizes that are offered on Ravelry are different from the needle sizes offered in the book.
Yes,
so
the
bizarre.
Book was 6 US, a 4 millimeter and a 3.75 is what they suggested.
Yeah.
I'm a loose knitter these days, and so I went down to 5.
Yeah.
And as I say, the only time you're using a smaller needle is just for up here. The rest of it is all just the same. But it's just funny to think I'm knitting right now on the same size needle, and the gauge is smaller.
Yeah.
I think I have a 22 with a size 5.
I want to say that that's probably actually smart as well. Just thinking about alpaca. like a brushed alpaca yarn,
right,
and the tendency for it to like open up or like stretch, I feel like the choice to knit it a little bit tighter is kind of brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't mine. I just followed the red directions. But there's a reason this sweater has been knit. I don't even know how many projects did you notice?
I don't know.
I wonder if there were very many of them, but I just really like it. I'm also, if you've been watching, I'm in this phase. I'm not always, but I've been in a phase of like knitting the original yarn, like the patterns that I love, and just getting the yarn oftentimes in the color, the original color, just because I'm like, I love it. That's exactly what I want. I want to just like do this. I don't want it to look different from what it was.
Yeah. There's like a lot. There's like 500, almost 500 projects.
Wow.
Like 456. That's not almost 500, Jackie. Dirt.
That's a roundup.
But I will say, like, just peeking through the projects, I remember people have knit this in like all different combinations like of yarn. And this is a pattern that Sandnes Garn like has released in multiple versions, like multiple yarn combinations. This yarn, 96% alpaca, 4% nylon. Yeah. Like, was it fun to knit with? Like, was it okay to knit with? Because sometimes,
so soft.
Yeah, there we go.
So soft. The only thing, and this is what I get with any kind of soft yarn, is that I find that as you're knitting along, in the tail, there will be this buildup of the extra fibers. I don't know if you ever have this happen, but they get kind of like stuck, and then they kind of felt together, and then you have to like rip them, like break them.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. So wherever I was knitting this, people would know, because there'd be like tiny little, like the remnants of these things where I just kept cutting it. But apart from that, it's lovely. It doesn't break. It's light. It's so light. That's what my mom suggested later.
That's the other thing that I really love about it. It like feels, it's like so warm, but it feels
it's gotta be
airy,
400
but it's
grams
light.
Because if it's like I used 50. I think I used. Did I use? I do math. I had 11 originally. Yes, I had 11.
It's just over 400. It doesn't feel like 400.
It doesn't feel like 400. It feels really, really light.
Like,
You're just like sitting and it's just nice.
Vote below. What color does Jackie need the sweater in?
I needed a black for sure. I think a gray would be amazing.
Go gray.
Do gray.
I
Why would you
think of like
why not?
super light gray. I also thought about where's the other color? Oh, they don't have it. There's also this like rosy pink. Kind of like the color of lipstick pink that I thought could be good.
Oh, yes, pretty.
Navy was another thing. I mean, I guess you can't really.
We've been wanting navy sweaters.
I've been wanting navy sweaters for a long time. But yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here with this, and we won't proceed on the podcast because I don't want to take it off.
Well, I can try because we could talk about your other one. I can put it on first.
Okay. What did I do with it? I like chucked it in the corner. I'm sorry. You're a very nice sweater.
It's a beauty. Unless you want to wear it first.
Nope.
Which would be completely understandable. Pretty, Jackie. So what are we looking at here?
So this one is the first of, I feel like I am in we go through like phases, not phases, but like we'll like get into something and it'll be like a dive into it. So I feel like I am in an Olga putano, about to be in a dive, because I bought her book, her field notes book. And this is one of the patterns from it. This is the Tulpan.
It looks so much prettier on you, I have to say. You'll see it on Jackie.
Olga Putano, in her sample is a t-shirt, but if you go on the Ravelry project page, which we'll link below, you'll see that some people sort of knit it as sweaters. I just was so struck by the color. This was my Rhinebeck sweater plan, and my intention was to knit it as a t-shirt because I was I don't have time to do sleeves, but I wanted to have something fun, a fun bright color work sort of
there was a lot of stopping Jackie for this sweater. People stopped Jackie a lot to ask about this one.
It was so much fun to knit. It has it's great color work in terms of floats. I think there's only one section that has sort of long floats that I definitely did not carry anyways, because my favorite thing to do with color work these days is to do color work with mohair. So
this is mohair. I wasn't even sure because it's almost Surrey like.
It's a mix.
Oh, okay.
The main color is French Press by Sonder Yarn Company in their like lace weight merino matum blend called Haven, which I held double to kind of get like a sport weight gauge. And then the colorwork yoke is in a whole bunch of different options. So this brown walnut is from Full Moon Fibres. It's a sock base. So super wash, which I was like kind of nervous about, but like seemed to be okay because I had added like all the other fluff in. And sometimes you see a color combination. I was like, I can't sub.
You must.
Like I just love these colors together because I wanted something that was like bright and floral, but also like fall. So I was like, this is my little nod to fall.
So
some of this is linen quill in the peachy pink color that I just sort of held single. And then there was a mohair that I got also from Full Moon Fibres. Like these were like, you know, those like one skeins of mohair that you just like buy because they're like too beautiful to pass up. So it was like a one of a kind mohair from Full Moon Fibres that I like used in some of these floral elements. Like it was really fun because it was like a fade. Like some of it is just the linen quill, and then I would add mohair, and then some of it is like two strands of mohair together. I was just like having fun with that. And then this green is from Viva La Vida in the colorway Tea Tree, which is again like something that I picked up from an LYS like ages ago and just like sat in my stash. And that part is all that green is all mohair held double. And it was like, one, I love fluffy color work. Two, I also couldn't pass up this like fingering super wash merino fingering. And I was like, if I'm gonna try and use that in a color work project, I need to like have a bunch of fluff nearby so that it'll like just help everything like stay together. I'm super happy with how the color work turned out. It was very, very fun to knit. You're only ever working with two colors at the same time. So even though it like looks like a 3-color piece, you're only like every row is only 2 colors. I did make a bunch of swaps in terms of
the color placement?
The color placement. So in the original, the like lowest row of like little tulips technically should have been in the like brown walnut color, but I was just like obsessed with the pink, and like it was very like, I know it's very like on the nose, but I was like,
I see, because you had it here. It would have been that. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I just flipped it. In her pattern, there's also repeat color work on the bottom. Which I didn't do because I just
down here
knit it as a cropped thing. I wanted to wear it with a skirt, and I was like, the color work at the bottom is gonna just sort of,
since it's so cropped, it would just be
doesn't work for my proportions.
And just it would be so again, right? Like it would be like
that's what
there's
I thought.
Not enough.
It really works though in her original pattern photo. Let me pull it up just because.
Yeah. See, we don't have it pop up in the screen, but at least Jackie does pull things up, and you can just look at hers on her phone. Oh, it's so pretty.
So this is her sorry. This is her version.
So pretty. Oh gosh.
And so you can see that she's wearing it like styled also with a skirt. And there's that little bit of the like colorwork repeat at the bottom, but I don't know.
Do you have a picture of it when we could? Yeah, there. Okay, gotcha.
There. So it works for her. It really does work for her, but I basically put it on and thought, and like I did the stockinette. I tried it on, and I was like, I think I just need to like stop. No, and
I love the way you did it. And you have like your colors are obviously like, I mean that's a high contrast, but it doesn't feel quite as like this is a statement, right? And so it would be like another statement down there that's not needed.
But you know,
it feels like I'm wearing like this like two things, like a shawl around, like it feels like a shawl that's like hugging me because of the circular yoke, and maybe because the size is like obviously a little bit smaller on me than it would be on you, so I'm kind of like whoosh, feels really nice. And necklaces at the same time, like I'm wearing all of these beautiful.
I was like hoping, like in my mind, I was like, there was something about it that I was like, I want it to look like stained glass. Like that's what it reminded me of. Like somehow when I looked at it, I was like, it reminds me of like a stained glass window. And just had so much fun in my stash, just like choosing things. In terms of like the yarn quantities, it's in the show notes, but essentially like I used basically like half a skein of mohair, so 25 grams of mohair for like each of the colors. So it's a great like stash buster or like minis kind of like project.
Right.
You can
and
do
then
all
even
the color work.
So 25 for each, like, so some of it's not mohair, some of it is.
Yeah, so I think it was something like 15 grams of the walnut and like 25 grams of the like each of the mohairs, recognizing that I held the mohair like double for the green, and then I think a mix of like either single or double for the pink flowers, with the exception of like 3 rows or something.
Jackie, the color decisions, like
this was literally
so
just it was such a like in my like it was such a like things met in my stash.
They really
like, kind of thing.
They really jumped and said, hello, we should all be together.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Like, I'm thinking to myself, if this was, okay, so if I sit like this and then I was just envisioning like this whole thing being like that would have been too much. Not too much, it would have been fine, but it would have been like a lot, right? There's something about the amount, it's just enough.
Oh,
and then there's like the breath, you know, like the rest of the body is a breath, but it's just a brilliant combo to use this brown, because this brown is brown, but it has this red, like you're really pulling the red undertone that's in it that you don't always see with other colors. Like when you have it just on its own somewhere else, you don't necessarily see that, but all the pink is just like pulling it.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Green.
And before it got like freezing, I gotta tell you that like knit t-shirt, like it did me really well at
Rhinebeck. That's what I thought you were gonna say. I thought it wasn't the timing. I thought it was the fact that you need to wear a t-shirt down there.
Well, it was twofold. I was like, okay, I don't have enough time. I'm always too hot. And I wanted like a fun, like, you know, poppy like sweater for Rhinebeck. And there we go.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. Do you want to show it yourself? Sure. Since I've already put it on. Oh,
it hurts.
I know it does. This is the thing. Knit these because you'll just wear it all the time. All the time. Except not right now. Well, maybe I'll put it on and then I'll just get hot and then take it off again. All day long, I wear this and then I take it off and then I put it back on and take it off. It's just like always lying around. That's why it's kind of like creased and stuff. But just as I say, look at how well that's held up.
Yeah, it's held up super
really
well.
This is a daily.
Yeah.
And I don't take care of it. Anyway,
like
okay, now this is what it should look like. See, I feel like it really looks extra beautiful.
So thank you. I like was playing around.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Like this was a lot of like try on, take off to try and get like the sleeve length right.
Lovely.
I am very happy with how it turned out.
It's so pretty.
And I probably like if I were like really diligent about it, I probably would have done like maybe like a centimeter more. You'll see in a second, because knit t-shirts is a thing that I've been into, but love it.
I love it. I think
so fun to knit.
This is a great example, I think, of proportion, because it's not that I liked it on me, but it's so good on you. It's like there's just something about the slight differences in our bodies that is like, this is meant.
I was gonna say, I think when like in this, totally like credit Olga, the designer. When you look at her sample, you can see that she brings the sleeve all the way down to like the elbow. And I think, Carmen, because your arm, this is like one of those moments where our like disparate sleeve lengths. Well, yes, sleeve lengths, but arm lengths. Like it's like shorter on yours.
It was,
and I feel
like a cap sleeve.
There's something about it, like I said, like coming down to the elbow that I think makes it just like a little more modern, I guess. So I, have enough yarn. I used one skein, 100 gram skein of the Haven held double, so I technically could like rip this out and extend it a little bit, which I might do.
I like it exactly as it is.
I love it.
It's so pretty.
I love it, and
I love that Haven, by the way. I want to like.
Yes.
I've been thinking about it recently. I just want to like buy a bunch of it just for no reason, just to have it. Like I want to do not for no reason. I want to do everything in Haven, held double or
with mohair. I will say that like fluff is, I'm into fluff. Fluff is my like love, but I will say that it's wonderful held double here like by itself. I've also knit it single with mohair, and I do think that it's single with mohair is like when it truly sings.
Yes.
But if you're
Melissa
not,
had all these samples of it at Knit City. Yeah, that would have been the last time we were doing it. Yeah, and it was.
If you're not fluff friendly, then still get it. It's also delicious single. Like she had knit this shawl in single. Right. This is double. I mean, just
that merino.
That merino with
What's
just a little bit of
it's 75. Yeah, but it's still 75 merino, right? Like it's.
I don't know.
It's. I thought it was 75. 20.
You might be right.
Oh no, wasn't it 75 and then 12 and a half? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I even could grab it. Do you want me to just grab it?
75. You're right. 25%. 75% Falkland merino. 12.5% BFL, 12.5%.
That's right. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I had that.
It's 711 yards to 100 grams, and it's just.
And like everything that's Sonder, it just has this way of becoming whatever you need it to be. Like, you might say
that
it's not like other lace weight things where you're stuck with the lace. Like it can just. I haven't worked with this one, so maybe the merino can't. But all of the BFLs, like they just.
They open up.
But they open up, they grab each other so that you don't have you can knit at a much looser gauge with fingering weight and still have it be like a fabric with no holes in it. It's pretty amazing.
Actually, that's a really great segue for another finished object.
Great.
I am in color craze, you will see.
Love it. For those who haven't, I think we've got a few people watching that have gone, I guess, saw one of our more recent podcasts and then, went back to the beginning. And it's always so lovely to get the comments where it's like, Jackie, what? Where she started, she didn't want anything that was more than cream. It was, neutral everything, right? And now, so they know you as what you are right at this moment, which is very colorful. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yay! Are you done?
Take light bulb stitch markers out. Podcaster, there's
no way. I'm sure everybody here would be totally fine seeing.
Okay.
Jackie, you finished it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh.
Hi.
Oh. Oh. It feels like a dream.
So
this is color combos. You're just amazing.
I don't know what happened. I think it's I think there's something about Rhinebeck for me that I'm just to me it is about where it is the Rhinebeck gives opens the invitation to knit something that's a little bit outside of your usual.
True. That's
fun and poppy because it's Rhinebeck, and it's kind of I think about it as it's a fun party dress, except it's knit, right? It's the knit version of a fun party dress. And while people do wear dresses, generally speaking, I'm talking about sweaters. Yeah. So this is a test knit for our friend Lily from Curatorial Knits. This is her color compass.
I did it.
Amazing. Pullover.
I still count.
It totally counts.
That I actually got a name. It's pretty good.
Which I think is gonna be released
mid-December.
Mid-December.
Yeah.
We'll have that information in the show notes. But this is. I do feel like I need to stand up for this.
You must.
This
under the arm. Look at the arm.
Okay. Look at the fit of this.
Look at that.
Look at the fit of this.
Oh my god.
So circular yoke, where the color work extends past the sleeve slit. Look, I can move my arms around. I'm not a penguin, even though I like penguin knits.
True.
Look at this. Look at the fit on this.
It's so beautiful.
So Lily's pattern. So in the hello, anybody home?
I'm not sure what you're going for, so I can't even guess.
She has a sample knit in Newtoden, and then she also was knitting a sample in the Sonder yarn Luxe Sport.
Yes.
Generally, her suggestions for non-unspun yarn, a lot of people are knitting in DK.
Yes,
right?
I am. Yes.
I, however,
renegade.
Yes. Well, I just looked at the colors, like they made friends in my stash and I couldn't like undo the colors.
The colors are beyond Jackie. Like they're so unconventional. Like colors that you would put together and they're beautiful.
I sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh Lord, what have you done?
No.
And then sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I am obsessed.
I feel like I don't know color theory and color wheels and stuff, but I feel like these like there's something about, I don't know, purple and yellow and stuff. I don't know, maybe they're like,
I don't know. Nope, don't know. But what I was gonna say is, so the main color is Sonder yarn fingering. It's their 4-ply fingering that I knit on a US 6 and got the same gauge as DK or as the pattern gauge.
Yes. Like see how it doesn't.
It just and like
it's not. It doesn't have any space in between.
Gapy or gappy.
No. It's amazing.
It just fills the space. And I knew I went with the fingering because Renegade, but also because I have a sweater that I knit for, was it last Rhinebeck? It was last Rhinebeck. Like the Astrid sweater, which I knit in, which is a colorwork sweater that I knit in Sunday morning 4-ply on like a US 2.
Yes.
To get gauge. But I loved the feeling of a little bit of color work, and this, I was like, it's just the perfect temperature like sweater for like wearing indoors.
Right.
So I did swatch with the DK and I couldn't get it. So here we are, fingering.
Perfect. It's perfect.
What to say about this pattern? It is unlike any other circular yoke that I've knit before because Lily's designed it like really to fit a need of hers.
Yes.
Which is liking a circular yoke, but not liking when the yoke depth is so low like that when you raise your arm, the whole sweater goes with you. Just the fit on this,
it fits you like a glove.
It is like, and the color work is so incredibly fun.
It is.
It's so incredibly fun.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Lily. You will see when the pattern releases, and when Carmen finishes hers as well. You will see that there is this is technically a 5-color color combination. So there's a 5-color color combination, but Lily has done this amazing thing where she has created charts for 5 colors, 4 colors, 3 colors, and 2 colors. Did I get that right?
Yes. And colorable.
And colorable.
So that you can
put in your things and sort of see how it
like them.
See if you like it, see how it works. And I started from this section to this section, I followed the 5-color color chart, and then I realized that the colors that I chose some of them did not have enough contrast between them.
Yes.
So then I flipped from the 5-color chart to the 3-color chart.
Oh, okay.
To figure out the color placement, because I had basically 2 colors that were too close to each other, that if I were to continue to follow the 5-color chart, I was gonna lose things. And it was so lovely to have those resources there, because I loved the color. I love my color selection, but I didn't actually go through and color it in, which I could have easily done. Because it comes with these sheets where you use the little dropper to pick the color.
And then it just fills it all in.
Fills it in. You can see what it looks
on
like
Excel.
on a computer on Excel.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it was really helpful for me to have the other color chart versions to then sort of guide what I did. So there will be project page for this, etc., in which I'll outline the different color choices that I've made. But for now, make room on your needles.
Yes,
I think
honestly,
it's
such
versatile.
A perfect ski sweater, winter sweater, mine has maybe more of a could be more Christmassy. This is all through. You could wear this to a Christmas party, but it's not Christmassy. You can wear that the entire winter.
Yeah, I mean,
hot chocolate.
I'll say that mine came out stripier because of the choices that I made in terms of switching from the 5 to the 4. Mine has is more, I don't know, has wider sections in how it sort of turned out, but I'm very happy with how it went. Yarn choices. So this is Stillwaters. So it's all Sonder except for one, except for the like chartreuse green, which is a very old like OOAK collection. Again, like single skein, just like hanging out in my like yarn stash. This like maroon color is horsetail from Sonder yarn, and I have, okay, color nerd moment. Like this is the same color as this. Isn't that crazy? This is the exact same color.
Is the same as that. That does look a lot more purpley.
It looks so different because of like the color that's next to
beside it. That is really interesting.
Isn't that really wild?
Yes.
So the like, I guess like the maroonish, color. Like reddish, whatever you want to call it, that's horsetail. The purple is Delilah. The sort of like bronzy is Take a Hike. And then those are the colors. And then Stillwaters. So
it's absolutely.
I'm really happy with it. I feel like I want like a holiday sweater with like holiday motifs.
Yes.
You know, like I'd really love to I'd really love to like reimagine this as a holiday sweater, like a really like in your face holiday sweater.
Well, that's it. You could.
The fit is so good. I just can't stop imagining
options.
Yeah.
Do you think that the fit has anything to do with the color work piece of it, or do you think that this would work even if it was like one color, like there was no color work? Do you think that
that's a great question.
Like if people didn't want to do a whole color work thing,
I think you could
Like, you don't think it's like the color work is doing something?
I mean,
it's something to ask Lily probably,
the color work, like, you know, color work with floats creates a certain feeling
pull in or
fabric,
something. Yeah,
which I really enjoy here. I think as you were talking about, I was like, would I knit this? Because the fit is so good. Would I knit it just as a like one color out of the like 4-ply? And I don't know. I like how it holds you.
Yeah.
I'm probably in DK, and it depends on whether or not, I just don't know if the increases are visible or not. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think so, because we won't tell what they are.
They're specific kind of decrease.
They are particularly
very beautiful.
Yeah.
Like hidden.
And very hidden.
Yeah.
Lily thinks through everything. Like she
does think through everything.
A thinker.
She like does the thinking so that us knitters don't have to.
Yeah. Especially those of us who really don't like to think. Really avoid it.
You love to think. You think about things all the time. You just don't like to think about like details. And that kind of stuff. Oh my God, Carmen. Okay. And you know when you're like, oh, I really love my sweater, and then you like see what your friend did.
Yeah,
and your friend is Carmen, and you're just like,
no, I just experienced that. I'm like, I
knit
want
it again.
How beautiful this is.
Ready?
Yeah, so I knit it too.
Oh, it's so good.
Both. I wasn't able to do Lily's last knit, like her last test knit for the curatorial sweater.
Curator sweater.
And then after I was like, oh, I wanted it. So this one I really didn't have time either, but I was like, nah, I'm getting in on it. So here's my version. See, I feel like mine's also very stripey.
But like, isn't it cool? Okay, like it's so cool to me how different the motif looks.
Yes.
And like does. I really was I tried this motif like in my brain many different iterations, and I really wanted like there's like a diamond-esque like crosses vibe with it that I really loved, and which is why I went from the 5-color to the 3-color to really get those. But yours like is so beautiful and looks different.
It does look different. Now I did different. Now also we know that this is not blocked yet, so it's obviously going to be different. I did change it a little bit. Love it. There were a few things that I changed, but for the same kind of thing. It's so pretty, eh?
So
see, look at that underneath. Like once it's blocked, it'll probably be a little longer. Usually that happens. But like, there's no
the fit.
Look at that.
The fit is so good.
For all the little like hangy things.
Did you do your neck like taller than
I think I did
than instructed?
I don't think I think I did it shorter. I was going to do it taller because she had 2 neck options. And I was going to do the taller one. And then when I was putting it on, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I think I'm good with it as it is. I'm going to shout out this yarn because
it's so fun. I want it. I just want it.
It's really cute, eh? It's like
so
very
cute.
bright.
It's very, like, to me, this is like the cutest little Nordic.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'm like,
Ski.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's so cute. Yeah. Exactly.
Or just sit in the shower.
I was going to say, like, drink, blanket, knitting in hand. That was my vision. And, like, of course, snow and mountains and gorgeousness.
I didn't notice it with yours, but it feels like I'm wearing a t-shirt over top of a sweatshirt or of a sweater, which I really like. I like that kind of look. I'm really happy with this. You don't know when you put all the colors together. Now, Lily is so great in terms of her like suggestions. So I really followed her original suggestion, which was like a main color and then like 2 colors that were similar to each other. Ooh, actually, a light version and a dark version. So I had like paint these, and then I had the blues, and then I wanted to do, that is the main.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
But it even comes out even more. I don't know. I like it even more. It came out even nicer, I think, than I had originally thought it would.
And I think that that's also part of the genius of this pattern and the way that Lily has written it. Like, you will learn so much about like color theory, and we had the opportunity, of course, when we were in New York Sheep and Wool to like spend like good amount of quality time, and I had my and I had this like with me, and we like, you know, I was like, what do you think I should do next? And then she was like, well, I think I would put this here and that there, because of like all of these things that she has thought through that is well articulated in the pattern.
Yes. It's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. I really love it. And this yarn, okay, so this is KAOS yarn.
Single ply?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
It's very so nice. This yarn was spun of untreated Peruvian highland wool at a fair trade certified family-owned manufacturer in Peru, dyed with compliance with European standards. I got this from my new one of my new local yarn shops, Knit Cafe, which was walking distance from me. I love that. Yay. And I want to shout out someone, a friend of my sister's who's a knitter as well, actually does his own designing, and he's so fantastic. I'll ask him if we can link him in the show notes so that you can have a look at his stuff. But very close friend of my sister's, and so I saw him, obviously, like, was reconnecting after her passing, and then saw him at the funeral. And then a few weeks ago, like, I just received an email, like, which is a gift certificate from the local yarn shop. Like, and he's like, you know, I find that crafting obviously like really helps when I'm going through things. And so here's some, and it was right at the time I was about to cast on for Lily's, like, I was going to do it actually in Sonder, I'm pretty sure. And then it was just this moment where I thought, I'm going to just walk to this yarn store and just see what's there, and that something's going to grab me. And I had never seen this wool before, and they were all just sitting here in these really bright colors. And the other option would have been a Sandnes Garn, I think double Sunday, because that would have been the DK. Okay. This is also a DK. And I don't know, I just loved it.
Happiest color.
Aren't they so beautiful? And like here, like, this is actually the bag they gave, and so you can see like everything was just sitting there.
So happy.
Like, oh my
joy.
God.
Just
like,
color
what?
joy.
I walked home and I just kept looking down at it and going, happiness. So I will obviously report back once it's blocked, but I have a feeling
so
it's
good
going to be
pre-blocking.
I think so.
Incredible to me. Like
once it's just like relaxed a little bit and like nice.
Like, can you see that it has like a little baby halo? Like, it's so
I'm
soft.
Shocked by it being like Highland wool. I thought there had to be some kind of alpaca in here. Like, very surprised.
I mean, it's so, like, if you look at it, it's super low twist single ply.
Yeah, there were times where I thought it was almost unspun, but very thick, and not. It's not. It takes a bit to break it. It's not like you're gonna be.
It's not knitted in.
Yeah, it's not knitted in for those who really don't want things breaking. I didn't have it break on me at all, so you can see, like.
Yeah.
That's how much it needed.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy. Look at us. in our cute little sweaters. I don't know that they work together.
They don't work together
at all.
No,
But
we shan't wear them together.
no.
Well, we can, but just it's visually not pleasing to me.
So did you change? Did you do the same arm?
I did not.
Yes,
Thank
because I
you.
was gonna say mine is she has it as a balloon and then a
balloon.
quick decrease.
Yeah, so I just knit mine straight. Part of that is I felt like if I were to balloon it, it was gonna be like really skinny, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like the right thing to not balloon it. But I love the sweater. It feels so good. You could actually ski in it, you know,
You could.
because you could move your arms.
I know.
And of course, like, I'm so sorry, Lily. I just can never do things as instructed. I never do. I don't know why anybody lets me test anything ever. Like, it really, it should come with a disclaimer.
We've had other times we've been together, and I can't write. It was another tested, I think, but it was Jackie was saying, "I'm gonna do this," and I was like,
Carmen was like,
no. Like, I'm like, you can't. You can do that if you buy the pattern and you like knit it, fine. But as a tester, yes, you can make mods, and it depends on the person, the designer. But like, there's a line.
Yeah, I crossed the line here. I absolutely crossed the line. I went from a 5-color combo to a 3-color combo. But in my
that one is fine.
defense,
Lily
I tried
said yes.
to do it at the 5, and you couldn't see the motif
Well,
at all.
I
ripped
flipped it too.
I ripped it back.
I have to say, I flipped a few of these things that weren't what it would have been because it was going to be more.
In order for
not
it to
enough
like
contrast.
look.
And I did a
love
little bit
yours.
different stuff in here just because, partly because I didn't want too long a carry. There weren't very many, but there were a few like where it was a bit wider
Long
than I
floats,
wanted it to.
yeah.
And I was just like, I hope it's okay to just put one little stitch. So my thing is like a little different with some of the way
It's
it is.
so
But I
cute.
love it.
I love how yours turned out. And
Me
the stitch
too.
definition on yours is incredible.
It's good, hey?
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
really,
incredible.
and then once it's blocked, I'm sure it's just going to be like even more.
What's the other thing? Again, we'll have project pages. I don't know if the project pages are going to be like
I will
live
definitely
for the
have
video.
a project page.
Yeah, there
page
will.
for
I
this.
don't know if it'll be in the show notes exactly, but like, you know, stay tuned, and you know, when those go live, we'll like update that. Oh, what I was gonna say is I did do the yarn. I did weigh my yarn, and like, so I held mohair double for a bunch of this, for a bunch of the color work. And again, it's like 20, like every single color was approximately 20 grams of the mohair, like held double. So it's like in my head, oh, did I do that math right? In my head, I was like, it's perfect for mini skeins, like Advent team mini skeins, like the amount that you would need per color for my size, which was size 3, I think.
Yes, mine's size 4.
It's just like, it's like a little color snack that I was thinking, like, you know, sometimes with color work, or often how I just end up with like so many leftover balls.
Yes, I know, and I can't throw them out.
No, neither can I.
Like, I must keep them.
No. But I feel like it's such a good amount.
Yes.
Per color for your like various balls of yarn, and
Yes.
also because you can do 2 or 3. Oh my gosh, some of the 2-color version is so stunning.
It's so good. And I mean, and also with the 5, you could even probably like do 6 probably. You know, if you needed to.
If
Like,
you needed to.
There's so much going on that you probably wouldn't notice if it was slightly different if you ran out. But the original estimation of yarn, well, it was just it wasn't per color when we were first doing it. I'm sure it will be by the time it's
it will.
So I have a lot more yarn than I needed because I didn't use even one skein for any of them.
Yeah, I think also Lily's
all
first
done.
sample was knit and knitted in, which
Yes,
has no
so
yardage.
impossible.
So when we signed up for the test, the like yarn estimations were very estimation-y. But by the time this gets this pattern goes live, knowing Lily and how conscientious and amazing she is, there will be
It'll
like
be perfectly.
you'll be able to like
estimated.
look at her estimates, and then the number of amazing sweaters that are on the test knit chain. I just like sometimes so there's like when you test with Lily, there's the option to like, she hosts like Zoom nights, which I can never make
Oh, I
because
know.
the
I
schedule
always
just like
forget.
doesn't work for me. And then there's also like a testers chat, and that testers chat is like a chat
In Instagram.
on Instagram that I'm like, I can't go in there unless I am prepared
Me
to
too.
go on a rabbit hole. Like,
It's
it is
open
not
right
a
now
chat
for me.
you can
I've got
open.
like messages. I haven't seen it because I have not had time to really dive into.
Because it's
the
always
excitement
like
of
the
what I'm
excitement, all the
gonna see.
colors, and then I see the colors, and I'm like, oh my god, what's the yarn? I want to like, nah, and I want to like, it's like one of those things that I'm just like, it's like dopamine in a chat, and I am like, I must give myself enough time to like all of the fun colors.
I know.
But
So nice.
I am extremely bothered by how much we clash, though.
I know, Jackie.
Like, can't look at us anymore. Can't handle it.
That's unusual. Usually we actually like
We never
we're
plan it.
No, we never plan it, but when we're sitting together it's like, oh, these look really nice together. Like that was really
That was
bad.
bad.
I mean, I'm not sure this
I don't
one's
know if
gonna
this is
be
gonna
any
be any
better.
better.
Well, we're both in particular color stories right now. Like I'm in obviously like a green. Yeah, that's even worse maybe. You're in this like brown,
Brown
like
face.
brown face.
Can I have your sweater?
Oh, which
Oh,
which
I mean,
one?
any of them.
Which one? Green
That one.
Yes. I'm getting that back.
This will work.
Yeah, this will
This'll
work.
work.
Isn't it just what you want to
I
throw on
just want-
all the time? It's
Like-
just such. You want to. It's one of those sweaters that I get happy.
So much better.
Just putting it on.
I am
like
happy.
I'm just like, oh yeah, no.
I also just, I want these giant long arms. Like, I don't know.
It's so funny because you will never knit them though. Like if you do make the sweater,
Oh, I would
you
never.
will never knit it because
No.
you'll always stop early. But maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
They're so cute.
Because they were really
It's like
cute
a
cuffed.
roll. I know. So cute.
I think also, like, I don't love anything. I don't love knitting anything as much as I love knitting color work, except for maybe cables. But still, I think, like, color work wins for me.
Cable wins just slightly for me, but I do like.
But, like, the plain sweater in the yummy yarn
That's what I wear.
is just undersung,
Yeah.
you
it
know?
is so.
And I think the plain sweater, when knitting with the yarn is, like, fun, like, when it's, like, a nice yarn, then I feel like the plain sweater is, like, not less painful, but, like, I can set down the color work for the plain sweater if the yarn is super yummy.
Yes. Yes.
But I was not convinced that the twisted rib would be worth it, and I stand corrected. The twisted rib is absolutely worth it.
I mean, I can only speak to it with that yarn, like, because
Yes.
it does feel really nice going through your.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I didn't find, like, the twisted rib was long here, but the body, it's obviously like a bigger body than even doing here.
An average.
But I find the one thing about color work is that because there's so much excitement, by the time I have to do the stockinette,
Yeah.
it's torture. Like, again, I have to put little, like, stitch progress
keepers, yeah.
like, because I'm like, is it going? Like, I still have, and I'm like, I tried it on and I'm like, oh god, no, I've still got a lot to go. Anyway.
God, I love that. I love that sweater.
I do too.
I love knitting. Knitting is just the best. like, and also, like, group, like, getting to share knitting is the best. And that's one of the things that I, like, forget and then remember after things like New York Sheep and Wool, like with our, like, podcast, is just like, oh, there's, like, the knitting, which I love, like, sitting in my chair and, like, being in that experience. But there is something about the celebration of it and the sharing of it that is just like, thank you for letting us do that. And also,
I know,
I'm always aware of how much the podcast has given us, especially when we go to in-person events, which would be fun, like, because we're seeing friends and because you're surrounded by, like, basically the sharing of knitting just everywhere constantly with people. It just is, there's those bags that say, like, acquiring yarn and knitting with yarn is, like, two different hobbies. I do think that, like, knitting and sharing your knitting is two different hobbies.
100%.
Like,
and knitting solo and knitting in a group
Yes.
is also very different.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so much more fun.
It's just so
when
much more
somebody
fun.
next to you is also
even if you're not even talking to the
exactly.
person.
It's just there's something.
There's something really
There's
nice
something.
about it. It feels like it's meant to be. We're supposed to be doing it or something.
We are supposed to be doing it. It really, like, every time we come back from New York Sheep and Wool, I think to myself, like, it'd be really nice to have an in-person knitting circle all the time.
Yes. I did get to go to one. I went to
You
Knit.
did.
Yeah, so I'm in Toronto again. I think maybe I said that the last time. I can't remember. That was really nice. And then Knit Cafe has them once a month too. So I'm trying to like go to those because it's really nice. It's like to just like be around other people and
and to knit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the sweater.
I know. It is really fantastic. It almost has the way it is. It's like, even though it's just a regular raglan, but it almost has like a shoulder.
I was gonna say, I love this line.
Saddle shoulder almost,
like
it
this,
feels.
the like, and if I remember correctly, this raglan, it's not your standard.
It changes.
Like your increases are.
They do.
What's it called? A compound raglan, where like the frequency of your raglan increases is not consistently across. Yeah, you like switch.
That is true.
Which I really love.
I know. Especially, I don't think I said this right. So I did. Did I say this? That I knit all the way?
No.
Oh my god. So a lot's been going on in my life, obviously, and so when you have a lot of stuff happening, your brain isn't always like, it's like a computer with lots of tabs open, right? So things get like they don't work so well. I don't know what it was, Jackie. Like I've done a million raglans, and something about the way it was worded in here, I messed up where I was doing my raglan, like a certain, instead of keeping a certain number of stitches.
Like you moved where the increases were happening?
Yes, I did it on the outside. I did it on the increases or whatever were on the outside of my markers as opposed to like inside. That should keep it, or whatever the opposite is, like, or the opposite. Basically, I ended up with a thing that went like this, and I think that's what it was, with like a tiny line, and I was like,
"What's happened here?"
But I didn't notice that until I got all the way down. Like I knit almost down to, I think, splitting for sleeves, and then I noticed it, and then I was like, "Oh God, this is actually like impossible to save." Like. Impossible. And I'm like, well, and I had already done the collar. I know. So then I'm like,
you like fold it down the collar?
Yeah.
Sew it?
Yeah,
or is it one of those pickup ones?
I think it could be picked up, but I think I didn't pick it up. I think I just sew it.
Oh my gosh, I love a picked up, like a folded collar.
Where you pick up as you go.
Where you, I'm like,
maybe I did do that, but I feel like.
Okay, so this is your collar. And then you like fold it, and then you pick up around here for a stockinette. Oh God, I should not show these things.
I was just gonna say that one's okay, I think.
I was like, look, I'm showing the blank side. Then I folded it.
It's
okay,
not.
So it's like this.
It's not a client. That would be a problem.
So then you're not having to sew it down. And part of the reason I'm gonna name that, I don't know what the instructions are here, is that I find it creates like a structure.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it's the same if you like whip stitch it down, but I just can't be bothered to whip stitch it.
Whip stitching is so easy. It's easier. It's easier because you don't have to worry about like making sure you're on.
Oh, you're like catching the right one.
You can pull it off
That's
really
right.
easy. Like I
feel
used
like
to want to join them, but I find it's not as easy.
I find that when I whip stitch, I'm like, it's funny. Like when I whip stitch, I'm apt to like it leans.
See,
I
just always keep. I just go like, like follow this thing, and then I'm like, oh, you're right here. I poke it in.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
anyway,
but
I had done that. So I'm like, am I gonna have to take this out? I had to undo it all the way right up to here because of the short rows and things like that. I thought I was gonna be into it, but I just squeaked it out.
It's a little tiny knitting miracle.
Yeah. There was a lot of extra knitting basically for this.
Yeah. So you knit it twice, basically.
Well, yeah.
The stockinette part. Which went fast. I remember you were telling me, you were like, I did twice. I did basically it again. But it was so fun. This yarn. Oh, this yarn.
I know. She's not kidding. Like, that's how good this is. I will knit with that alpaca again. I am an alpaca girl, as I think we've established. Like, Jackie's more mohair, and I really do like my
You like a Surrey.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I thought that Wonder Fluff was would be my fluff yarn of choice. I like this one.
I like this one more than Wonder Fluff.
I like it.
They are different, I think, in
Yes.
terms of their like makeup. But having knit with this now, I would definitely. But this is DK. It's not a bulky. Like it's like 240 or something, isn't it, per 100 grams? I mean, it's hard.
Yes.
They're not always
It's
equivalent.
it's a funny thing. Grist is funny once we get into once you like leave. Once you get into like non-wool fibers, I feel like
it's hard to really figure out the
figure it
equivalent,
out.
But it's not as bulky.
It's not as
Wonder
bulky.
Fluff.
It's 242 yards per 100 grams. Yeah, but it's like rated bulky.
Oh, is it rated bulky?
It's rated
well, there you
bulky,
go.
and the suggested needle size is a 6
Oh.
millimeter US 10.
Let me see.
Or like the knitting gauge, and the gauge is like 14 stitches. So, I mean, I think when it's like brushed, then everything sort of like changes. But in my mind, maybe actually what I should be saying is I really like this yarn knit at the smaller gauge. I feel like all of the Wonder Fluff that you have knit has been a really large gauge.
That's
and
true.
I like the integrity of this fabric, but
Agreed.
it also gives the same like happy fluff factor.
Yep. And actually you are correct. So this recommended needle size is 10 to 11. So slightly, but basically the same. And Wonder Fluff is 70% baby alpaca, 23% nylon, 7% wool.
I mean, it gives a completely different like look. I probably shouldn't actually be comparing it, but I'm just thinking about like Carmen's favorite fluffy alpaca yarns.
I do love.
I like the integrity of this one. Not that one doesn't have integrity, but it just is like.
It doesn't actually the same. It is much more
like, yeah.
Oh. Hey, I'm like, oh, I like these sweaters. Oh, good, they're both mine.
Yes, they are.
For now.
I'm like, what do you want? What can I trade? What can I trade? Because
would
the
you
Jellybean
wear
green
the
is not
Jellybean
available.
green?
You know what? I would, but I feel like I will be just as happy with another color.
Yeah.
Whereas you will not be just as happy with another color.
I really love that green. I really do. And I think Sandnes Garn should bring it back. I don't understand.
No. I'm like, what if we delay uploading the episode for 24 hours so that I can go and buy all remaining stock of the Jellybean green?
Well, it's going to take it usually takes 2 hours to upload it.
I'm not going to buy all the remaining stock. That would be so
You don't need it.
So cruel.
You wouldn't need it. It's only 8. I mean, there's not. I had to go to Kelowna. BC.
Kelowna's not that far. It's still in our country. I was like, where am I ordering from? Like Denmark.
You know, Jackie, it's as far to Kelowna probably as it is to London, England, almost. Trip-wise, flight-wise, it's like 5 hours there, and it's like
7 hours. 7, 6.
No, 5 to 6 hours.
6 hours to
London.
Heathrow. It's so good.
It is so good.
Somebody knit this with me, please, so that we can cheer each other on through the twisted rib.
Yeah.
I need a twisted rib sister.
But that's all. It's just a twisted rib. And honestly, I did not find the twisted rib on those sleeves as bad. The sleeves went really fast.
Yeah, because there's not nearly as many stitches as on the body.
I guess I can't say how many stitches it was. It wasn't like, it wasn't like it was a million stitches too.
Is it
just
double twisted rib where you're like, it's half,
it's
right?
half
So
rib.
you're only twisting the knits. You're not also twisting the pearls.
Yeah. By the way, so I am learning continental knitting.
What?
So this I did in continental.
But why?
Because I want to.
That should be the answer to everything.
There's more of an answer than that, but yes, ultimately that. The way, so I knit, I've said this before, but I knit, I throw left hand. My mom was taught by somebody who was left-handed. I'm right-handed, so is she, but the person, instead of throwing with my right hand, I throw with my left hand. And the one thing I notice is that my pearls are very inefficient. Like the way I have to hold things, I go, like I have to grab the needles like this.
Like 6 motions.
Yeah, it's like a big, and my body does it so easily that I don't even pay attention, but I realize like with continental, it's nice. You're just like it was really simple. And because I have the yarn already in my left hand.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of actually remembering to keep the tension and doing that. So anyway, that's what I've been practicing. So that one was
so
all
it's
of
not
that.
combination. You're knitting your knits and your purls continental, because some folks, I don't remember who, like some people
can do.
There's something about.
I know they do that with color work. Where
like
they throw one with the colors. Yeah.
And then there's also something about making your ribbing neater. That's why I was sort of asked, because I was like, your ribbing is amazing. Your ribbing is something that I aspire to all the time.
Well, I don't think this one is as good.
Oh my goodness.
But so this one I went back to just the regular way just by that point. I think. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. Anyway, it's fun to learn like new thing, and it's interesting to go back, because we say this all the time. People compliment a sweater and I'm like, you can make it yourself.
Yeah,
like,
you can do this.
No, I've tried knitting, it's hard. And it's like you forget that it is hard at the beginning, and so when you try a new technique, it's automatically like uncomfortable again, but then it just starts. You're like boop, boop.
I think though that there's like, it's interesting, right? Like where I'm gonna have like a psychology moment. But this is our other thing. This is our other thing, though. This engaged tangent. Tangent begins.
Chapter. Start a chapter here. Tangent.
It's interesting because I feel like there's like some kind of personality test that probably like does exist, but the like how do new tasks make you feel? Like split, which is like that which when you do well as a tried and true is like very comforting.
Yes.
But I think we're both like this. We both like relish the like challenge of something new.
Yes. Even though I sometimes hate it at the same time.
Yeah, I do, absolutely. Yes. I'm like, oh, like that's the internal sound, but that like sound is also like paired with like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. And it's a very like,
it's true.
It's an interesting kind of like thing. And then I was also speaking to somebody like in a training. I was running a training and I was speaking to somebody, and someone was like, I love new stuff. I just like, it makes me like childlike and like delighted, and I go like to a wonder place, and I was like, oh, I don't have that.
I don't go to wonder place.
I don't go to wonder.
No, I don't go to wonder.
No. But I was like, wouldn't that be lucky, like wonderful, like for me to learn how to do something different and be like, ooh, this is play. Things that I don't do but feel like would be helpful. Are any of you out there that would like to switch up your knitting technique just for funsies? Like, I like that you did the rib, right? And we're not saying like knit the whole, like just swap your thing, because I do think part of knitting, one of the reasons that many of us knit is because it's like comforting and soothing, and like, you just kind of like
I went back to my regular. I wanted that. Yeah.
But like just for funsies, I thought that you did it. Yes, because you wanted to, but also because like I wondered if there was a functional purpose.
I mean,
it was like it was partly driven by thinking,
purpose.
Oh, like this would be more efficient.
This is more efficient and not as good. And maybe I was also thinking about my hands and stuff. Like I'm starting to notice like my hand
pain.
Yeah, like it's not while knitting. It's like if my hands are stable, like straight or for a while, it's hard to bend them at first. Like, I don't know what that, I've never had that before. So anyway, I'm like, maybe there's something about the knitting. Hormones. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, I just thought maybe I would do it a little differently. It was fun.
I realized that, also tangent, I think Andrea, the knitting PT, she had written, what?
I was thinking a different Andrea. I thought you were going to say Andrea Mowry, how she changed it because she was in pain. Anyway.
Both the Andreas. Is
that what you were going to say, Andreas?
Like, well, Andrea, the knitting PT, had talked about having projects that are like different needle sizes, so that your like hands are like happier. But I have started to. I've attempted to enact this. Completely failed. To actually do it, but in my mind I'm like, oh, and it's a weird thing because there is a needle size that I like my hands like that needle size, and then when I switch to something else, like I don't love knitting.
I don't like it too
needles.
Big. Oh no, I don't like it too big. I also don't love it too small. There is that like 4 to 6 is probably
US 4 to, I would say US 4, 5, and 6 are my happy. Even
Yes.
7, I'm like, oh, this is really big.
Yeah.
But I'm very actually happy to hear that this is a size 6, because when I don't know,
Yes,
in my
it
brain,
looks
I
like
was
it
like,
would
oh, it's
be
gonna
like
be
a
big needles.
10.
I don't want to do big needles.
No, it's not. It's very nice.
Yeah.
They're all actually, I feel like everything, because this one I'm using a 5. I think it was a 6 here and then a 5.
Yeah.
Here, and yeah, everything has, so I'm going exactly against what that PT is saying.
Yeah, I mean, it makes total sense though. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh. I have another test knit. I'm not going to show it right now because there's hardly anything to show. But I have 4 test knits right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Actually, shouldn't talk. I had 3.
Okay.
I had
Right?
3 ongoing at the same time. And then I was very, like, I mean, I love test knitting, but I was like a fury started to enter into my needles.
They're all due at the same time. And I'm actually feeling this stress of actually I wanted to I'll come back to that, but responding when you were saying, like, wouldn't it be nice to be all about play? And I think that's also great, but I think that they're just 2 different aims. Like, so you like, it's not, okay, so we could just do it for play and the fun, but there's also something really fun about the achievement, right, of mastery.
Yes,
it's kind of like hedonic versus eudaimonic kind of pleasure.
Yes, and you and I love conquering things.
Just love it.
Like, we just love.
Yeah, but to conquer, it has to be hard.
Yeah.
So you can't play conquer.
I think I could be a little more playful.
Yes.
With my conquering.
Okay, this is where I'm like, I don't know if those 2 things go together. I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really thought about it. It's just right now. This is my reaction. I feel like
Yes, they are naturally 2 ways of being, but I think that one could infuse
both could have it at the same time.
Yes, I think they could. You'd have to consciously bring them together. I think very naturally.
Remind yourself you don't have to do this. This is not okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes. So no, not at all. I was just going to talk about the.
We really are a tangent chapter. Oh. We are going to label this the tangent.
Number 1, of 8 probably. But yeah, it's hard with test knits, I think, because first of all, designers are horrible this way in that they keep on giving us beautiful designs.
Oh my god! I was like, what are you about to say? Yes,
they do. It's like, what are we supposed to do, Jackie?
And we're supposed to wait
until the pattern.
Delayed gratification.
Yes.
Like, oh my god.
Wait for the pattern?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I want it now.
And also get to knit in community.
And get to knit with them and all the other people.
Yeah.
And just like have fun doing this. Like,
yes.
I can't help myself.
Exactly.
Their fault. It's not mine.
It is. There's one test knit actually in my mind right now that I am so pissed that I didn't sign up for, because I was like, I can't do 4. Like, 4 is too many things on the needles. And now I'm like, why didn't I do it? I could have done it. I finished the other one. I could have absolutely done it. I have such tremendous regrets about not signing up for Joanna Ang's.
I was just going to say, I hope it's going to be exactly what
the
I am doing.
Pullover.
No! I was like, I already know this is going to hurt her. And now you're going to hate what I'm going to say even more. I know. I'm so sorry. And now I have to show it.
Oh my god.
Oh, right. We didn't talk about the other one too. Okay. Oh, maybe I left it in.
How are you, Carmen? How do you have both of those things on the needles at the same time?
And this. And then. Okay, so I did apply for those ones, I guess. Lily had been a couple weeks before.
Yes.
Lily was a long one.
Yes.
So then I think I applied for these 2. I couldn't.
Pretty much at the same time.
At the same time.
And I was like, do it, Jackie.
I couldn't not. And I knew I shouldn't, but I couldn't not. Well, then I got myself into worse thing because I forgot that on Instagram, Alicia Palmer had this amazing, and I couldn't. Yes, and I applied for it, and then I got a thing on, but I never got it in my email, so I'm still trying to get the actual pattern. But I got a Ravelry thing that was like, oh, you're in this test, and I was like, oh, now I have 4.
These are literally all of the test knits that I deeply regret not signing up for.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine. You are gonna get it earlier than the pattern is released because you're gonna try. Well, not get it, but you're gonna try them on.
But then I can't run out of the house.
Remember, we're supposed to trade. We've talked about this so many times. It's so funny. Anyway, okay, I have to talk then about all these different things. Then I didn't think I would because there's hardly anything to show.
Shut your face! That is the choice you made.
Oh, it is. Okay. the reason, okay, how am I going to start this? I been doing this, get Lily's one to here. Now I'm in stockinette. So then I'm like, I really just want to get Lily's to the stockinette section so that I know I can just do that whenever I'm like, I don't know, having a conversation with people. Then I'm going to get back to this, but Jackie and I are both doing this other test knit that is incredible. It's a cable delight. And I was working on that and I was like, okay, I still have Joanna's test too, but for whatever reason, I'm like, I need to get that one up to whatever a space. And then I'll start Joanna's. Oh yeah, because I had to block it. And then I'm like, oh, I'll start Joanna's one now too. I can't put it down.
Can I show?
Yes.
Can I show the finish?
But Jackie, I can't put it down because of how fun it is to knit on top of this. I can't put it down. Can you show this?
Regret. I have such regret. Look how beautiful this sweater is.
Look at it.
This is the Fernline pullover.
Oh my god, you're gonna cry.
I love it so much. And the yarn you're knitting in, okay, I need a moment.
I know. You were talking and I was like, when you said like you should have done a test, I'm like, oh god,
this is the
I
FOMO.
know it's gonna be this. I assumed you would be on this test anyway, but we don't talk about the knits we're gonna make. Okay, there's not a lot to show, but. Okay.
But the yarn! I'm gonna scream.
So I was gonna do this, and actually, Joanna, if you're watching, I did change last minute. I was gonna do this in Sonder, which would have been amazing, and it would have been. I was gonna
like drapey,
a drapey
like yum
mohair with the BFL, like just drapey loveliness, which I've done a number of times. Even for Joanna Ang, I have the rib wave. I did in exactly that, and I wear that. That's another sweater I love. But I was like, no, you know what I really want to do. Is my bow layers. So bow layers orchard. We love this.
Them.
We love them so much that last year I bought 2 sweaters quantities from them. And this year I couldn't, I forced myself to not buy any more stuff that I still hadn't knit from the year before at Rhinebeck.
Also, they were short at that time.
So
they had
lucky.
a limited amount of stuff and they were sheep and wool. And I was like, Jackie, leave some for the other humans. And I was like, I can't.
I don't know how to tell you how perfect, like this. So this is an Irish moss stitch at the top, obviously. I feel like, I know, it's ridiculous. I'm going to get the actual, I was worried actually about the color too because it's not, I can't wear warm whites, but I think it's gonna be
This
good.
one is a very specific. I remember when we bought this. So this is the
Rommeldale
CBM Rommeldale. This is their like cream color from last year. And I remember when we were there, you bought a sweaters quantity, I bought a sweaters quantity, some friends that we were with, we all bought a sweaters quantity of like this particular color, and we were all going, can I do this? Like, is it too warm? Because we were all like,
it looks
like
cooler
cool
when
tones.
you hold it up there.
It really, I mean, I feel like it is, there's like, it is definitely cream, but it has gray in it, which I feel like takes it from like warm to like smack in the middle.
Yes.
Like it's not cool. It's like right in the middle.
Yes.
Oh my God, this yarn is like one of my, I mean.
It's unlike.
It is.
Anything
the
else.
The hand feel on this yarn, I'm not going to talk about it.
I know, I'm sorry. Like even just, it's stretchy in the, I don't know.
It's so bouncy.
It's so bouncy. And then in a texture, like in a textured stitch, it's so nice. And then on top, I guess this goes like this. This is the back. So this is going to go across my back. And this is also a pattern that's continuously changing, right? So you do, you've got your like moss stitch, but then there's this like this eyelet thing, and then it's going to move into like 2 different sections. The only reason I'm not still knitting on this is that I went to my parents' place and I thought I was going to be able to just do this forever because I didn't want to stop until the whole sweater was done. Like it's possible that once I get started on this, I might just have to do the whole sweater because I
like cancel all plans.
Like all plans. Like it is so enjoyable. And Joanna it's so clear. She always has very unique constructions, but you're never lost. You're actually like, oh weird. Oh, just follow. Okay, do that, and then it's like
pattern.
Hand holding, but in very, very unconventional ways. I know I almost did in this one, but I really want to do like
definitely the light color.
Anyway, it turns out that I was needing another needle size. I didn't pay attention. This is why you should read your pattern like all the way through. And she even says read the pattern all the way through, and I didn't.
She also like formats things so that the stuff that you shouldn't miss, she like puts in a different thing. Like
that you're like, just in case you didn't see this, like there. Anyway, this I'm so
Joanna, can I join?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Anyway, so that's happening. I will report back probably by our next episode. This will be done. I'm sorry. I know
4 weeks.
Yes, they all have to be. Jackie, there's no option. Like sleep is optional. Like I won't. I have to. I've committed. I've never not done a test knit. Oh, there was one test knit I actually had to because everything had to be ripped out, and I talked to the designer. I was like, that was a whole other thing. That's the only one in all these years. I would no. It has to be done. So anyway, yes.
Remember when we were talking about conquering versus play?
This is not very play. Yes, I am literally like, my life right now too is just so busy. I've got so many new things on the go. I'm doing some teaching. I'm loving the teaching, but it takes up
so much
time. It's so front heavy. And I keep having new courses, which means like having to do them anyway. So that's taking up so much time. And I can't knit while I'm doing that. Like I have to be like making PowerPoint while I would try.
I do a lot of course I do a lot of course and training planning, like knitting, because I feel like there's something about the like two thing that just like helps me get into my flow. Like Garn or stockinette, if I can like be in that place, then suddenly like my creativity
totally.
Like
it's just if I need my hands though to type. How do you like? Well, see, I'm making like PowerPoints.
Yeah, you're making PowerPoints. I just like stream of consciousness into my phone, and then it transcribes, and then that's how I get my knitting time in. That's why people ask me like, how do you knit so much? And I'm like, okay, well, one, if I can knit, I'm knitting.
Yes.
But also like I've built my life in such a way that like I don't need hands for things.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've now like
you need hands and you have eyes and brains for these. But that's why it's so fun.
But this one is so I don't know. It feels really like this. I know I just keep saying the same words. This isn't going to be anywhere. Like you're like, yeah, I know. It's a great knit, but it's
3 hours long.
But it's just really, really good. Like so good that I actually didn't think. I don't know. It's not that I didn't think it would be good. That I wasn't like, oh, I must. I knew I needed the sweater, but I didn't know the knitting of the sweater was going to be so addictive. Like potato chip, you don't want to stop. The combo of the wool with the pattern.
Wool.
Oh,
I
so
have a sweaters quantity of this, and I just like can't like it's like, and it's in that like place in my stash that I'm like, it's too precious and perfect. It has to be perfect.
This is what you do with it, because
I can wait.
Well, you're gonna have to have it yourself though, because you'll have to make one yourself probably.
I don't normally have FOMO this bad. I'm like, so yeah. I mean, I always want things, but I feel like I don't like want things until it hurts.
Painful. Okay, I think you're it's not the FOMO, it's the fact that you could have.
Yes.
And you decided against it. That's why you're like,
yeah, why didn't
this is anger turned towards self.
I know. I was like, I am more capable than I knew. And I should change myself.
It's so funny because I'm a much slower knitter than Jackie. So really between the two of us, it really should have been her. She shouldn't even have hesitated. I should have, but I didn't. And so it'll happen.
1 month. I am absolutely going to DM Joanna after this podcast.
You are.
Forgive me for the mistakes that I've made. How many people do you need?
But this is hilarious because you just got through saying that you won't do it in the will you guarantee that you will do it in exactly the way that she, I don't even care. I don't know if Joanna cares, but will you do it exactly to pattern? That's the question I'm asking for you, Joanna, just so you know, so you're able to know what she's going to do.
These are good points.
I love it. You cannot commit.
I know, you're just like,
you're like, no,
oh
I don't know. Maybe she doesn't mind if you do it. She probably doesn't.
No. I mean, I also think Joanna is similarly heighted as I am.
She is. Look at that sweater.
Literally, the only reason I paused on that is because I looked at it and thought that's really long.
And that's why you said no.
And it's not like
you want to get them all in.
Yeah.
Because they're the different panels.
Yeah, because the Guernsey Genzer by Sandnes Garn, which is another one of my favorite knit patterns. I had to like chop a section out. A lot of people had to chop a section out in order for the length to be the length, but because Joanna is similarly heighted to me, I feel like I could do a big long cozy. But
it's so funny you say you don't want to do it. You want to do it shorter, but then you put this on and you love it. Like, look how long it is.
I know.
You want it maybe longer. I went through this where I used to have
sweater I like longer.
I think I love a long, cozy, big sweater. Like, I'm hoping that this one actually is a little bit, I want it to relax a little bit. Like, I want it to be big. I'm in that phase. Which is really good because my daughter, who is now growing, because I used to wear sweaters that were much more fitted.
Yeah.
Now she can wear those sweaters because they're oversized on her, but they're
that's so cute.
So cute. It's so cute. And now I'm wearing these.
I didn't even think about that. Abby should totally take a bunch of my sweaters.
Oh yes, she would love it. She is very knit. She might be there.
She might already be there.
She's
the last time I saw her, we were like getting close, and I was just like, oh,
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so Fernline. Sorry, didn't get to show you much of it, but apparently I could still talk for 20 minutes or something on it. Love it.
Really, it was a therapy session for me. We spent 20 minutes with me like exploding my regret on the internet.
Sorry. This wool is, I'm interested to see the in blocking because it generally keeps it doesn't like relax as much. It kind of just stays as it
plumps.
It plumps but stays.
And it softens, but it does not droop.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about wool layers for a second because we love them. We love this yarn.
They're such wonderful people too. Like I feel like that factors in.
Yeah.
Like these are their sheep. They treat them so well. They're wonderful humans.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why we didn't purchase this year was one, I have a full sweater's quantity of their cream color just like waiting. Mm-hmm. And for reasons that have like just a random selection of reasons, the mill did not mill their yarn in time for Rhinebeck. So when we got to their booth, they didn't have like as bountiful a stock of colors and just yarn as they have every single year that we've met them. The good news is that that means that the yarn is coming, because I remember last year at New York Sheep and Wool, we were like rabid.
Yes.
And we will like
I
first stop,
pre-ordered.
go there.
I got these pre-ordered.
You bought it pre New York Sheep and Wool, but they will have their colors, and you can you should sign up for their newsletter. Yep. Because that's the place where they will be letting people know that the yarn has arrived and has dropped. But I really want another sweater's quantity of this dark one.
The dark one is so
good.
Oh, right, because you don't have this one. Yeah, you have the cream.
I have the cream.
I also want to say that there is the length, again, the grist and everything, but the yardage is 370 yards. But it's a true DK.
Yeah, and it's just plump and luscious and delicious. It's like a woolen spun CVM Rommeldale, and they don't I thought the first year that we met them and I started knitting with their wool, I lost my ever loving mind and thought, we
didn't realize.
No, we didn't realize. And I thought that it was it then sent me down this rabbit hole of I think that my favorite sheep breed is CVM Rommeldale.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that I don't like CVM Rommeldale, but no, my favorite CVM Rommeldale is Volaris. I do like CVM Rommeldale. It's good, but this is its own little special category. I'm so excited for you to finish that so that I can feel it, because I don't think that I've knitted in cables.
Yes.
I've knit a little bit of rib and then stockinette, and actually that one is my favorite.
Sweater. I have a stockinette one because that was the Tori Hughes one. Yeah.
But I do think that it sings in moss stitch. I thought actually about using my sweater's quantity for Alicia Plummer's Finest Kind sweater, which is like all moss.
Oh, yeah.
All moss. I feel like we saw so many versions of them at New York Sheep and Wool. I don't know if it's because, again, I was like, why did I not knit that sweater?
And it was so beautiful in the Mindful Folk one, too.
No, it was so stunning.
Gorgeous.
But
it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's such a dark, like a cool brown. You just don't get very much cool brown in sheepies. They're usually warm. Okay, so that's that.
I've recovered.
And then you have, okay, we could talk about the other test, or you have two other? One more. So do you want to do do we want to talk about the other test we're both doing?
Yeah, I don't have it with me.
Oh, you don't have it with you.
That's okay.
Okay, well, yeah. So
let's talk about it.
All right.
Because it's also so good.
This is so good. So this is where I started, and then I had to block, and then that's what allowed me to then go. And I've been enjoying this. So just so you know, it's not that I don't love this one. It's just this one, I don't like that combo was unbelievable versus like
it's also new.
Absolutely incredible.
It's also new. That's the other thing that happens, right? Like, so
it is
with
new.
test knits, like, I don't know what, like, for me, the most exciting part of test knitting is making the decision about what you're gonna knit it in, and the color, and and then you swatch, and you're like, my swatch works, and then you get to like start it.
I had trouble with swatches. It got me. It was hard for me to do it. So it's a little bit wrinkled. So this is the best. Look at this ridiculousness.
Megan is
the
queen. The queen of cables, the queen of lace, the queen.
And she makes these all up a lot of times, right? Like, I mean, I guess some of these this is probably maybe a standard pattern, but she makes like the motifs, doesn't she? Like sometimes, oftentimes, just
she designs her own cable motifs.
Look at the, like just the thoughtfulness of how the rib goes straight into the
it's so
like good. Into this one and stuff, like into the cables. Oh my god. Anyway, what do I say? Knitting this in Sonder Yarn Co. We are forever talking about it because it's like our favorite wool company for sure. Like,
yes, I also think that because we like it is, to me, if I have to test something and I'm on a tight timeline, I'm like, I know what I can like. What's the gauge? What kind of drape do I need? Like, it's so consistent for us.
Yes. So Sonder, I'm doing the linen one. How come I'm blanking on the name?
Fleece and Flax.
Fleece and Flax. Thank you. Fleece and Flax held with a mohair.
Ooh, yum.
So you can see, like, I don't know, that little bit of linen in it. Like, it drapes just that little bit more, and you see the little linen nubs. What is this called?
The Lilith Pullover.
Thank you. The Lilith Pullover. Yes, we're allowed to show this one, right?
She has it up.
Where's my instructions? It's so pretty. It's so good. Yeah, a V-neck. Okay, perfect.
Look at it. Look how slinky
Cropped.
And sexy and wonderful it is.
Luckily, it's cropped. I'm also saying that to myself, like in terms of my time management. That okay, it'll be. Yeah. Anyway, what do we say? What do we say about this? I'm enjoying.
It's a joy to knit.
It's joyful. You read it very easily. You can track where you're at. Like these little, some of the things you're doing every single round. Some it's every 4. We can say that, right? Anyway.
Yeah, you have rest rows. It's easy to read. I don't need the chart. It's very Moorish, and there's something about the cables plus the lace plus kind of like the ribbing that makes a really, really lovely fabric when you think about, like, I think of cables as feeling a particular way.
Yes.
And this is so, like, yum, because it's, like, just enough cables, just enough lace. It's so...
For the lace to just make sure that it doesn't all come in, right? Like, it allows it and
to breathe. It's like cables that breathe.
And she suggested blocking it at this point. That's why I had to wait. And I just love that I did, because it just, with any kind of cables, right, and lace, it opens it up so much. You can just see how beautiful. So that's the back of it. And then I'm doing some more stuff. And then I'm going to, like, it's all pieced. Which we talked. See, for me, I know a lot of people don't like flat knitting in general. For cables, I love flat knitting. Yeah. I mean, I like it in a round too, but it doesn't hurt me, like, because the coming back is like usually the rest row, and then it's like, it's just very enjoyable. And then I love being able to just take pieces. You're not like, like when I had this at Rhinebeck, I'm literally like, because I do backpack. Well, here too, right? I've done all of the arms. So I'm just, like this huge sweater, just turning it over and over and over again, right? Whereas you can just have these little pieces and then you seam them all up.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm also testing this. And I'm really excited.
What is your color? What are you doing?
I'm not telling you. It's just gonna look real good.
You did tell me you weren't going to tell me, but then I forgot that, and now I've like second gotten upset.
I mean, I'll tell you, but I'm not telling you because you'll be so much more excited when I like have it.
Okay, I trust you.
I'm
really, really liking this orange.
So
every time I hold it up, I'm like, it's funny. So she, she's talking about Lilith, and like the story of Lilith, and like feminine power and energy, and I think she had mentioned in the pattern, like it was like kind of moody, like so she has a darker thing, and I'm like, no, like for me, my Lilith is like fire Lilith,
like Aries, Carmen, cardinal fire.
Yes.
I feel like I actually need to like read this post for a second because I am giggling about it. I don't know, like if it just sometimes the right post shows up.
Yeah.
Okay. This is knitting. This is like this is a wildly unscientific study of your unfinished knitting projects based on your astrological signs.
Yes!
And it says, Aries, 3 whips. Started them all this morning. We'll finish whichever one challenges them first.
I saw that and I laughed. I'm like, technically with my one sock I have 4, but you got it. They got it bang on. Actually, did you read the Gemini one?
No.
It's so you.
So technically I'm a Gemini, even though I don't identify as a Gemini, but she's like, oh my god, it's so obvious that you're a Gemini.
Read it.
Oh, damn it. Okay. 7 whips minimum. Each one has a different aesthetic. Currently designing a new one because inspiration struck. Yeah.
Right?
Called in.
I've said this before, but every Gemini I've ever met has never said they were Gemini. They're a Gemini, but they are more like the what or the, whatever.
Okay, but in fairness, I identify as a Cancer because I'm a Cancer rising. And the Cancer one goes 4 whips. 1 for each emotional state. Knits in silence, cries in pearl. That's relevant. Feel seen. Maybe not the crying part.
Yeah.
But 1 for each emotional state?
That's
absolutely how my knitting happens, unless I'm test knitting.
You see it in that way, but the other one was like,
it was
also 7 knits because of all the different pieces that you want to like experience. And you can read it in both ways. And not to say that we don't have parts of other things.
Yes,
too. And I don't know, because I can't remember your other parts.
My other,
but anyway,
third.
I love it.
It's so good.
It.
It's so fun. And then I'm gonna have see in a different color. And
I know,
interesting.
It feels good. I remember Melissa having a I can't remember which one it was. Camper Sands or whatever sweater. Like one of her samples at.
No, that was my sweater.
Oh, was that yours? Oh, it was yours. Well, she did have a sample. It was just that this one made it. Yes, and I loved it. And so I remember buying this for that. I think I was gonna make the camera Sams or something with this.
Yeah, fleece and flax and mohair is maybe. I mean, I love them all, but it is another dynamite combination.
It really is, especially once it's blocked. It didn't have the same feel. God, every single time I hold this up, I'm in love with this.
The cable pattern is so, the cable lace pattern.
So pretty.
Like
Love it.
Love.
So happy. Feel so blessed that people let us test knit. And I will get them done. And I'm doing Wonder Fluff for Alicia's when I get the pattern. For some reason, like Google, Gmail's like not allowing, it's not making it to me.
Ugh, that. Alicia, actually, let's just show it.
Oh yeah, let's show her. Oh, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Alicia is somebody that we both adore.
I love her.
And we had the opportunity to see at New York Sheep and Wool.
She was in the Mindful Folk booth, and we saw her out.
What happened? And this is, and like Alicia's one of those people who like, you love from afar, and then to like be
in her
presence,
presence,
you're just like, oh dang, she is about
magical
8
being.
bajillion times better
Yes.
than even like I didn't think it would get better, and
It's
it got
true.
better. She's just so
beautiful.
Lovely.
I couldn't not do this one. I could not.
It's just like yummy,
just
basic, fluffy, classic.
I know I'm gonna throw that over everything.
Yep.
I love a sweater you can just throw over other sweaters even. Like that's
Yep.
yeah.
You know, I'm having this moment of reflection. So part of the reason that I was like, okay, I'd already signed up for 3 test knits, and then there was a 4th test knit that like something happened where I thought I'd applied for it, but then like didn't end up like anyway. So I thought I did have 4, and then I was really glad when I found out that the other one didn't work out because I was like concerned about stuff. But part of the reason I was like, you need to stop doing test knits is because I feel like the phase of my life that I'm in right now with like opening the studio,
the worst
it's just
timing.
like I am so like there's like the list of like things to get done or the things to like figure out. Like my to-do list has gone from like the usual 57 to like 557, not actually, but it like feels that way. And I was like, I cannot add another thing to my list. However, I'm thinking right now that actually there's a part like there are certain test knits, there are certain people that like Joanna would be an example, Meg is another example, Thea Coleman, who I tested for the first time, is another example of like test knits where being in the doing the test knit means that like you're getting your hand held, right? And like in fact I'm like, oh god, it would be so nice for me to just have like to just dive into a project and to just like
you don't have to think,
you don't
otherwise
have to like whatever
and you have the reason to do it, right? It's not you're like the distractibility of everything, what do I want to work on, isn't there because you actually don't have the option to do anything else. You must.
It's been quite nice actually to be in the like testing window, and so like the thought process of like, Jackie, don't sign up for any more test knits was like not like it was a thought that didn't actually come to fruition. Although there are the good news is there will be even more test knits,
as I said, these awful designers. And hopefully you can tell they're not awful, they're wonderful.
I know, I was like, where are you going with this?
No. They're amazing.
They're all amazing, and they all are so supportive, and they all actually have really reasonable test windows, deadline windows.
Totally.
With the expectation that most people are testing 1.
That's how it should be. 2 max. 2 max. Do not double your max. Terrible idea. Okay, 4.
Yeah. I think the sweet spot is like 2 or 3. But the 4th one is like Alicia Plumbers will fly off the needles.
16 stitches.
It's 16 stitches.
This is what I thought. But the thing is, it's still knits. You still have to do a stitch at a time. Like you can't go faster.
It's true. It's fewer stitches though.
It's gonna be great though. Yeah. I'm gonna be so happy to have all of them.
Exactly. I think also some of my mental breakdown that I had about like not doing the thing is like, I'm gonna covet your closet even more badly than I currently do. This one has been on like, I feel like you've been like just like dunking on every single knit. Like every knit that you have knit recently, I'm just like 10 out of 10, 13 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 13 out of 10. I'm like, and it's not that we have knits that are, like I feel like it's been a while since like I knit something that I was like disaster.
Yes.
But like I feel like there's like
I did
10 out of 10
a few
and 13 out of 10. Like you just this is a 13 out of 10.
This is a 13 out of 10.
Like
it really is.
It's 13 out of 10 and I'm just like, oh man. Yeah. I want them all.
They are really good. There's so many good things. There's so many good knits.
I mean, the fact of the matter is too many beautiful knits, not enough time.
Yes.
And also like we don't need every single one.
No, I know.
There's only so many days of the week.
There are things though about like the ones, okay, so for example, as we've talked about, there are certain sweaters in our next, we're gonna podcast next in December. And the idea is that we'll have things to show obviously, but also then to recap.
The year recap.
Yeah, the yearly thing. And I just feel like there's particular sweaters that I'm wearing all the time. And then other ones that I love, but I'm not wearing. And that's not to say that they won't come back into the rotation, because I might be going back, you know, it's not the sweater or the feel. It's actually like the size or just like what it can do. So I might come back to them. But anyway, what I'm thinking is that, you know, is this a space, because I never knit things twice. Jackie almost always knits things twice. And I'm like, I can see a reason to knit another of something that I'm wearing all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like I actually am like, and then I'm like, but would you wear it because you've already got it in the one color? But sometimes like a black version of this is a very different thing than the green, you know, than the green.
I think my like second knits, I haven't done a second knit in a while.
It's been a while. You used to do sometimes 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knit so many fleur shawls because it was just also so
Fleur
fun
and
to
the
knit.
Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Yes,
and then
correct.
Friday I'm in Love. Colette.
They have to be different enough.
Yes.
Like they must serve different purposes.
Yes. Yeah. You can't have 2 neutrals of the same.
Yeah, that's where I've like gone awry. Is like knitted again in a different neutral, and like there's always one that's my favorite, and then one ends up like cast by the wayside.
Right. Come to me, obviously.
Yeah.
When we finally do our little sale or whatever we're gonna do, there will be sweaters there too.
Sweaters there. Speaking of, what do you want to see in the year-end episode? Like we have ideas of like, you know, what we've done basically, like, you know, favorites and like less favorites. I mean, it sort of happens organically, but if like you have like thoughts or ideas or like categories that you want to see, we would love to be able to do that, to sort of like weave the episode together. What do you want to see?
Love to see that.
What do you want to hear about? What kinds of favorites or less favorites or whatever? Give us categories. And
Please, we love categories.
We'll include that in the wrap up. Cool. Okay, I have one more.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now this is one that needs a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth.
That means I might get one of them.
I was gonna say, this is definitely a, oh my god, so many ends. This is a very Sonder heavy podcast for me. I mean, we knit with
We
Sonder
often are because we love it so much.
But I also, everything that I was knitting in Sonder because we had thought that we were gonna be boothing at Sonder, and so of course, like I was like, my Rhinebeck sweaters must also be made in Sonder yarn.
Obviously, come on, look. Because I'm just gonna grab this. Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Oh my god!
With this shirt.
This is so cute.
Obsessed. With
I need to make it. It's perfect for my work.
Oh my god!
Gorgeous.
Okay, so this is forgive me. It didn't have a name the whole time I was testing it, and like the name like just landed. Like, okay, it's called the South Carol Sour, and it's by Thea Coleman.
It's so
love this shirt.
Beautiful. What a beautiful line. Like all these, it reminds me of the drop eyelet that I like the most about, you know, like gorgeous.
It is. Like, so if you, the pattern was just released, I think earlier this week. What did we do? No, last week. God, it's Monday. Last week. Yeah. So it's available on Ravelry. There is a project page. I'll link it below. And this was a pattern that Thea created. The big thing about it is that she was like, I wanted this boxy silhouette with like elbow length arms. And in the pattern, and if you look at the projects, you'll see that there's like a traditional, like, you know, long full length. And because I had signed up for so many test knits, and Thea was like, I really am looking for testers to do the short sleeve, because that was kind of like the genesis of the pattern.
Yes.
Is her like looking at these particular silhouettes and being like, I love that silhouette.
Yes.
It's really good for like dresses and high-waisted jeans, and really good for throwing over like a collared shirt. And man, did she just kill it on the proportions of this.
Beautiful.
So her like like you'll read in the description, I don't know if it's like on Ravelry or like when she was talking about it with the testers, she was like, I've been playing with like kind of their stripes, like there but not their stripes. And so you can see that if I come close, I also love this texture pattern. So it's like a little bit of cable. Some like eyelets. It's so fun to knit. It has that like stripy
get up
cadence.
To the next one,
get up to the next
then,
one.
Like, have rest.
Yeah. It's knit bottom up. Then you cast on stitches for the arms so that it's like a drop shoulder, but you'll see I don't have too much fabric.
No.
It's like the perfect drop shoulder.
It's perfect.
So you like knit in the round, then you split to like front and back, cast on, you seam along the top.
That's so pretty.
And there's some short rows to have the fit be so good.
For a second I thought this all good. Keep going. I thought we had a technical problem.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, for a second.
And then you pick up around the sleeves and you knit down.
That's such an interesting idea too, that this was done in stockinette. I really like that.
Yeah, like Thea just,
yeah.
The fit is so great. I wear a lot of like skirts and like wide leg pants. I've worn this to work. It is the perfect temperature.
It's the venting, right? Like the little lace, like holes for venting.
And like there's just the proportions of this for me is just like the crew neck was just right. The arms, she was very specific about like where the arms ended. And when I did it, I was like, you're right. Yeah. Like this is exactly the length that
It is what you were just saying before. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I see why now you're considering extending it because it is really, really flattering.
I think it's really flattering. I feel like it just like elevates it a little bit. It's like a more modern silhouette, and sometimes I think this is just enough like fabric.
Yep.
You know, and for me, it's been getting colder, I just throw a shawl on top of it, and I'm just like the perfect temperature.
Yes. And if you wanted it, even if it was a little colder, then you're just putting a cardigan or one of these like big sweaters, right? You can throw it on over top of those. So easy.
I love this. I love this. I went renegade on the yarn choice. So the original pattern, gauge matters, right? I gotta get gauge. The original pattern is in this like beautiful, actually very similar colored worsted weight yarn, so it's like magpie fibers worsted, and it looks like really beautiful. Nest, yeah, that's right. Let me actually just pull it up.
Different, like
it's really beautiful. Where is it? Where's
much more rustic though.
But like, look how cute it's styled. Like
so cute.
It's so cute. I loved it, but you know, Canada magpie, like not easy to get. And I was like, you know what, I just have lying in stash. Sonder yarn, Lux Sport, their sport weight, the gauge
so different.
But I got gauge. Part of the reason when I looked at the magpie nest worsted, having never like worked with it, when I looked at the gauge, I was like, what can I get that's worsted that's gonna like come down to this gauge that is like, hang on, it's like either 20 or 21 by 28. And I'm like, that magpie fibers like nest worsted must be some special stuff.
Yeah.
Because I can't like foresee how I'm gonna get that gauge with a worsted weight yarn.
I know, but see, these things just happen.
But these things just happen. Again, I knew in my like having knit with the Lux Sport, I'm like, I know exactly what needle size I need to get gauge. And I also felt like for me, I didn't see it as a layering piece. So they had designed it as a layering piece, and a lot of the testers, you'll see that they did it as this cute layering piece. Right. I'm like, I don't even own a collared shirt. It's not going to be a layering piece for me. So I wanted to choose something that was like a little bit drapey, that would just sort of like sit on its own. And I'm really, really happy with how it happened, with how it worked out.
I really like how you did that.
Yeah, proportions are wonderful. It's so fun to knit because it's moreish. The only modifications I made was I chose a more cropped body. The yarn choice was a big modification. I did a 3 needle bind off instead of like mattress seaming it, because I just feel like I'm neater with a 3 needle bind off. Just love like little details. And this is like, you know, Thea has designed so many patterns.
Didn't we talk about this? It was something.
Yeah. Like we had the opportunity to see her at New York Sheep and Wool, and that was definitely like a moment where I was like, oh my god, that's freaking Thea Coleman.
I know, it was really wild, and we just kind of ran into her too.
What? Like we're coming out of the bathroom is when we met Thea Coleman, and I was just like, oh my god, it's Thea Coleman. And then she was so lovely, and she was like, hello, and I was like, hi, I'm testing your thing right now. You've only seen me via email, except anyway. She was lovely and amazing, lovely. And she would be fun. She does these like we both said after meeting her in person, like she does retreats and stuff, and I'd be like, I would go to like Italy and hang with her. Yeah, for she's got a really like personable, like fiery, like kind of like fun like, sparky personality, but she thinks of everything. Yeah, and one of the things that she thinks about is like, if I use a certain kind of rib here and a certain kind of rib here, it's going to create a certain look. And then it was interesting from a testing point of view. She was like, choose whatever size that you want. But she was like, what makes or breaks this sweater is the width of the crew neck and the length of the sleeve. And so she was just like, just watch that you want your crew neck to like look like this and your sleeve to end here. And I feel like every single project just looks like, because she like knows, like she knows, she's like, these are like, this is what matters and this is what matters, and of course gauge matters and yarn choice matters, but like if you get the neck right and the arm length right, it'll just like do you well. Yes. So you'll see in the other project pages that a lot of folks, their arms are, they're like arm, like the sleeve looks larger. And I think that's in part one because we all have different sized arms. I did knit this to pattern. I didn't make any changes, but I think something about a less structured fabric and also just like my bicep like circumference is such that it like does this, and also like the ribbing really brought it in for me. And also like the ratio of how do I want to say this? Like for me, to get it to elbow length, I really did not have to knit much. Whereas other folks, like, it's larger, so it's boxier, blah, blah. I'd have a bit further to go. Yeah, you'd have further to go, but I just love this silhouette so much. I think it's so beautiful. I really wanted another one. Like, I want one that's, like, fuzzy. Yeah. Like something with mohair, I think would be really nice. Yes. I could also see myself knitting it, like, even without the like, texture, even though the texture made it so fun to knit, and the little bit of the eyelet, like a Surrey, something like that would be just held single, like something crazy, like have it be very, very open, but have the like, well, it's either 20 or 21 by 28, right? You could do it single, and Surrey, it wouldn't be open, it would just be like Surrey. That's right. It would be really nice. It's so fun. It was yardage wise, it was a very nice yard. It was like 708 yards. Nice. And I think if you can get gauge, like I got it with Sport, I think you could get it with DK, I think you could get it with Worsted, and I think here yarn choice really like changes the game of how it like lays and sits. I like the drape. I like drape. And I think the drape makes it maybe a little less casual. Yeah. Whereas like with the worsted, the structure, it looks really like cute as a layering piece, but I do think that this like might be my like standard work classic top. And it's really, really beautiful. I've been looking for work tops that won't get me too hot, which is always the problem. This is the one. And it was just so much fun to do. Because you're like, oh, I just like, just when you're like done with stockinette, you're like, oh, I get to do the cable again. And then a little bit like eyelet, little bit of eyelets. And again, like, because it's like in the round, then it's like flat, you get to experience the like stitch pattern like both ways. Yes. So you're just like, oh, more, something new. Like, and then you don't have to do full sleeves, although you could do full sleeves. And some folks, the project page is really fun for this one because everything like looks a little bit different. Some folks like carried the texture down into the arms for the long sleeve. Yeah, would they do the full or like stockinette? People did different things, and so it's really fun. And Thea's patterns are again like written super clearly, like really easy to follow, like definitely like a hand holding pattern, and you just kind of like, okay, if that's what you say I do, then I do it, and it was just a joy. So thanks, Thea, for this amazing sweater.
Yeah, thank you for doing all the things you do.
No.
It reminds me when I did that one, do you remember that cardigan? Mestiha, thank you. And
you went renegade?
I went renegade, but not because I was thinking there was anything wrong with the pattern, just like because when I put it on, I was like, oh, like maybe this, and Thea like wrote us and was like, this is the reason actually like this won't like probably work. Like she was so supportive and everything, but she's like, think about this, and she gave all of this wonderful advice for me, which I had to take because it was like she was right. It wasn't staying on, and then I had to do this other stuff, and yeah, she really, really thinks about everything.
She knows,
and yeah,
she really knows. And I think that's one of the things that like we love about test knitting is that like you actually learn. I feel like I've learned a lot through the test knitting process. About like why, like the why and the how around certain things, and because I like that kind of stuff, and also like fit really matters to me. Like every time I do a test knit, not only do you get to like meet new people and like get to like hang with the designer in a certain way and like get the behind the scenes, like I also feel like part of the reason why I'm able to make modifications to knits so that they fit my body is because of what I've learned through test knitting.
And there's definitely taken. You've learned. I don't know that I learned. I definitely don't learn as much as you.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I also think that you are more able to knit to pattern than I am.
I do. Whether I'm able to or not, like whether these things could all look way better, they could.
I like it's little things like Meg Babin. I'm about to do the sleeves for her like pieced thing, and I looked at it and I looked at the measurement and I was just like, it won't be too long. It's not gonna work. You know, so
I do have to extend. I usually have the opposite. I have to extend it. I have a long torso. So it's never, even in crop things, I still have to make them a little longer because,
and like the little conversations that I've had in which I'm like, hey, so it's written like this, but like this is my body, like here's what I'm thinking, like would that be okay? Smart. And then like, you know.
Then they teach you why.
Then they teach you.
Yeah, see, I don't do that, I just do it.
That's what I mean. Like I think you're more able to knit to pattern and it like works for your body where there's certain things where I'm just like, it is not going to work. Like I learned about arm increasing and decreasing from Meg Bevan. The way that she does increases and decreases in her arms is different from the standard. And I learned that from her from the Menton pullover because I was just like, Meg, like what do I do? Because if I knit it the way that the length the sleeves are gonna like be past my fingertips, like how do I deal with this? And she was like, well, you really want this and this and this, and so I adjusted the like decreases as such, and it fits so well.
I think they probably would fit better on me if I did do things like that, but I don't. Sometimes I just don't want to do things.
Well,
I don't want to
you're
change.
A test knitter. You should just knit.
I know, but sometimes it's also. Who was I talking to? Oh, I have a like good friend, and we're talking about different like ways that we are in terms of like anyway, I don't know. Probably the context is not important, but basically she was saying you're much more what's the word when you not positive about the future, like optimistic than I am. And I'm like, I am, but it's not in the same, it's not because I'm optimistic it'll work. It's because it actually comes from a laziness. I don't know how to describe it. It's like like I assume it's gonna work because I don't want to deal with what I'd have to do to make sure it doesn't work, or if I think pessimistically, I'll actually have to do something. So I just think optimistically, but out of laziness.
I still think that's very adaptive.
Well, it is,
it's
because
also
most of the time
well
it works out fine.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, that's great.
But what I don't know is how good it could be, is what I'm saying. Like it could be so much better, but I don't want to do it.
But it always works out the way that it's supposed to, so you don't
that's
need
what
to
I
worry
think.
about
That's
it.
my, but it's not a laziness. I believe that. But it does work out.
Necessity is sometimes the mother of invention.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't need to invent so hard.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, I want to try that one on.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Oops.
Sometimes I forget that I actually have my
needles on?
Yes, needles on. Oh yeah.
I tried mine. I've done a terrible job. There are ends everywhere.
That's okay, and I'm stepping on my.
You're
and I don't even know if I'm also flashing the world. Potentially. Okay.
Ooh. Oh my God, we are so very all over the place. More all over the place. The other thing that I want to say about Lily's test is, look, the short rows are in the neck.
Oh, I know.
So you don't, so it looks like where the pattern starts. It looks so good.
It's so good.
Ooh, this yarn is very yummy.
So yes, see, I would have to, see, this is part of the reason I have to knit much longer. I've got another like couple inches I need to knit, but that's so pretty. That's so pretty. I'm probably not this but... Oh, Jackie, that looks amazing on you.
This
As
color
usual.
combo is everything. Ooh, this yarn is so
It's so
lovely
nice,
and
isn't
cozy.
It is so,
Yeah.
I really would
Love,
recommend
love.
this yarn. Oh, this is that color that I need to knit more. I really like
Simple
it.
Pleasures.
Yes.
I think also it's a really, like, I think it's a really, what's the word that I want to use? Like, it's almost a neutral, but not quite a neutral, like just a little added interest versus like gray or like cream.
Excuse me, yes.
Or like black, but it is,
Yes,
it fits.
it has
It's like
that just
neutral
little
with a little
extra.
sparkle, like neutral plus, you know?
It's pretty.
Love it. And I feel like it's
Feels nice.
it's another color that I notice. I don't know, it leans warm, I guess.
Yeah.
But it works.
I think it does. I mean, I guess maybe it's not exactly great from, well, we were talking, again, we always say this, like whatever this ends up looking like on YouTube is not always what we see. So right now, in terms of the like color, anyway,
Balance or whatever.
the balance, like
Yeah.
I look wan. Yeah, so it might not be my best color, but I really like it. It's like it's a color I like, even if it might not be perfect. It almost is like kind of rose goldy, not rose goldy, ancient rose or whatever they, vintage rose or something that has like that
it reminds me kind of
browny pink.
Yeah. It reminds me of 90s makeup, but in a good
Oh,
way.
like a lipstick or something. 100%. Yes. I believe.
I am obsessed with this.
It looks really pretty on you.
I am obsessed. I don't know that I guess I am a pink person. Like, I don't normally think I should knit something in really bright pink and then you knit something in really bright pink and I put it on. I'm like, what am I doing not wearing bright pink all the time?
Do you wear that? Remember that?
I do wear that.
Because that looks so good.
Yeah, I do wear that cable sweater in the Mpo. Yeah. And that was one of the first things that I was like, whoa, like I should absolutely be wearing this color all the time. And I was so very excited. I mean, I don't wear that until we get to like around this time.
This time I see.
But I was like, I unearthed it from like the bottom pile of sweaters and I was like, it's time for me to wear my pink cable sweater.
I might have to
like
make that one
almost
again. I
holiday
really
time.
love that one.
Yeah, it's super fun. Okay.
Good. So that's our
Good.
knitting.
That's our knitting.
knitting.
Look at us. 2
I know.
hours and 15 minutes.
I know.
It turns out that me having to pack lightly to get on the train
Helps.
helps.
Because you didn't bring all your whips.
No, yeah, I don't bring whips. Not that I.
Yeah, you don't really bring whips anyway, though.
No, I don't. I don't know.
I
Maybe
feel like
do you
we
think
have
we're
been
getting more
busy.
efficient?
No.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
crazy talk. No, I think that we have been so busy. At least I can speak for myself, but I know that you're in the same kind of space in life where it's like so much more busy than our normal life normally is. Like I really got my life to a really nice spot, like with like lots of leisure time. Like
Yes.
it was hard fought for in terms of my like perfectionistic tendencies that I used to have, and I like let them go. So that was a lot to get there, but then I was very much enjoying how much time I had, and now I don't have that time. I don't have it. Like, it'll come back. I want it to come back, but not yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that we don't have as much knitting.
No, maybe we don't. Yeah, you're right. The show notes are less. Have been less, but what I want to say about all of our chaos, our like collective life chaos, what I think is important to name is that we're both like experiencing life as full of really wonderful things, which is kind of a strange, like, it's like a strange, like I was reflecting on how it's kind of like akin to knitting, where you're like, I'm so like everything is so wonderful, and there's a certain amount of like overwhelm at times, leaning into stress, or like at times just sort of feeling a little bit like too full. It's like my cue, you know, or like my to-knit list.
It's
like
too
it's
much.
so it's too much.
It's gone too far. I know that, and I now know I can identify it when it goes too far.
Yeah.
It's just that we have to get back out of it, which takes a little bit of time.
And we're in like to bring again, like to circle back, it's like new takes more energy than not new. And new is also, for me, it's really wonderful. Like I love new, like the you know, the studio has been like easily one of the most meaningful things that has happened in my life in the past like decade. And also it's like everything is anew.
Everything.
And even the stuff that like I've done a million times before feels anew because I'm doing it in a new place.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I've been doing these therapy groups for like a very long time, but to do it in this place is different from doing it in all the other places. So like even the stuff that's like, you know, we got it to a sweet spot. I was like, this is my sweet spot. And I was oh, like,
but this is human, right? It's that constant like movement between like comfort zone and then growth, right?
Yeah.
And I don't believe that we can happily avoid growth forever.
No.
Like, so we sit in our comfort zones, which are very comfortable, and they should be comfortable for a bit of time, but then we have a drive to like do something more. And if we choose not to do that and we stay in the comfort zone, that comfort zone becomes very uncomfortable.
For some people.
No, I think
everybody?
Think for everyone.
Like, you think everyone is on an evolution path?
There are very few things that I would say would be like truths, and that is one I would say 100%. Everyone's on an evolution path, but the velocity of each path is going to be very different. Where you're starting from is very different. There's going to be different, like what growth is for one person is going to be very different from another. Yeah. But yes, we absolutely always are moving. All organisms, I think, in this world grow towards I'm thinking
change is the only thing that's inevitable.
Constant, right?
Right.
Well, and also I'm thinking about like I've been teaching the students about like Carl Rogers. So we're both like, I'm a psychologist and a psychotherapist. We're like teaching. Carl Rogers is a pretty absolutely fascinating person that I will say, even if you're not a therapist, would be interesting. And like he's like a sage, I think. You know, it's another like wise person that says the same thing that all like, you know, that I feel like you can other find wise people across thousands of years have been saying. But anyway, he talks about a story. So the way that he does therapy actually is that it's a belief that the client will change, and all the client needs is specific things that the therapist can offer, like unconditional positive regard and the space for the client to grow. So it's not the therapist doing things to make the client grow. It's like this belief that they will grow. And he uses an example of when he was a kid, there were these, like he was born, I think, in like that 1901 or something. Like, so there were potatoes, I guess, like potatoes that like, I guess he was part of a farming family and that never really made it to being the potatoes that people would eat. But they'd be like down in the cellar in bags. But he would notice that even those potatoes would like grow towards the light. Yeah. And they didn't look like potatoes, and they were nowhere near the kind of potatoes that you would want to eat, but that growth was there, right? It's like all organisms try. They want to grow.
Yeah, it's a natural movement.
Yeah.
It is the most natural movement to grow.
Yes.
I think the place that I was like, I don't know if I agree, is whether growth demand, and I think this is the part that I wanted to sort of name in terms of like our life and like all the new.
Yes.
Is like growth does not necessarily look like let's adjust our externals like circumstances. Like you and I are like, I say like we're like, I say it's the windy journey in which like we're here, and then like change to there, and we change to there. And I think I do agree that like the nature of being human is we're supported by being growth oriented, or by like recognizing that growth and change is like inevitable. It's like part of our process. and that
even though it's
it
scary
is growing
and
towards our health. Like
intense.
I always say, like, are we growing towards our health and our evolution?
Yes.
But that does not necessarily look like move cities,
no,
start a new business, take
Right.
on more responsibilities, teach more for testnets. Like, you know,
yeah, don't follow our
like,
path on
don't
this
do
one.
what we
and,
did.
and we both acknowledge that it's too many things at once. Like
Yeah.
that's the problem. But yes,
you know,
it's like it's hard to resist growth opportunities, I think, sometimes too, and sometimes it's really easy to resist it. In fact, you don't want to do it. Like I've been through that. I've been through both pieces where I could say, I know that I would really like this kind of thing in my life, but I like, it's too much to even think about doing it, and I'm too scared of doing it and all of that stuff. And then other times where it's like, okay, I just have to do it though, because it's still here.
Yeah.
I still want to add that. I still want that in my life. So, but then there's extra.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to do stuff.
It is hard to do stuff. And it's hard to not do stuff. It's hard to say no.
Yes. Yes, it's also hard.
It's really hard to say no.
I know. Well, like you poor thing with this. She tried to say no and now she has to feel bad about it. How awful.
Well, things are gonna work out how they're supposed to work
They
out.
are gonna work out, Jackie. They're already working out. Ultimately, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Do you
What
want to talk
about
about
knitting? Do
Ryan?
you want to talk about Ryan Beck?
Yeah, I think just like I don't know, like what do you want to say? Okay, I know what I want to say. I want to say something. Suddenly, it's
Excellent.
just come to me. And it's not actually about Ryan Beck. It's about a woolen affair. And we've only been to two. Well, there's only been two woolen affairs, I guess, like 2 years, right? Because
Yeah, that was our third
woolen folk.
Yes, correct.
Right?
This is. Wait.
Was she
No,
part?
the first year we went, it was woolen folk.
Woolen folk.
And then last year we had. So it's been
Woolen
2
affair.
years of a woolen affair.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
It's
because
only
Catherine was
existed.
not involved
She was not involved
3
at all
years ago
with-
in our first
Yes.
woolen folk.
Gotcha.
Experience.
That's what it is. Perfect.
Okay.
And yes. And last year was small. Lovely. We had such a good time. We were in the Sonder booth, and that was a wonderful day. But this year they moved it, I guess, to where woolen folk used to be. I guess traditionally was at this like
Hutton
shipyard.
Brickyards.
Brickworks.
Brickworks.
It's right on the river. It is anyway. This was much bigger, and I just want to say that was the best event I've gone to. I mean, we've only got
In our 3 years
of Ryan
that's
Beck.
the best event
of all,
the weekend.
including New York Sheep and Wool, like all of it. I wish
in terms of
the
enjoyability.
in terms
let's
of
say
enjoyability,
our enjoyability.
everything. I loved it. I wish I could have spent like the whole weekend there. I would have gone 3 days in a row.
Same.
Just chilled and just like there was not enough time to just be there because it was so fun.
Okay, let's just back up for a second. Just for those of you who like, I don't know, I guess if you're watching the podcast, then you know all about New York Sheep and Wool and Ryan Beck. But what I want to name is that this is one of the Friday events. So there's like New York Sheep and Wool, which is like the official festival, which happens at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds on Saturday and Sunday, and that's the one that's like huge and has like all of the sheep. It's like Ryan Beck, and it's like family friendly and like all the things. So that's like New York Sheep and Wool. But I feel like I didn't really get this, and this year again I feel like what I didn't understand is that in a way, like Friday is just as important, if not like the biggest day of the weekend.
It's my favorite part.
And Friday has traditionally, there are 3 events that are not at New York Sheep and Wool. They're like satellite events that are planned by various organizations who have been planning forever. So there's Cake Wool, there's Indian Tangled, and then there is now a woolen affair. And a woolen affair has gone through some iterations over the past little while. There was woolen folk, and then there was a year where Catherine was not involved, and then there was like a mini woolen affair.
See, okay, so she was involved in wool and folk at some point, but not that debacle year.
Yes.
This makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because I'm like this is so different from that. Like it's so well thought out. And, yeah.
So the long of it, or the short of the long of it, the long and the short of it is
We're
that
always the
like
long of it.
Yeah, the long of the long of it is that we loved that event.
Loved it. I love
like
thinking about it.
there is like I just like not that we ate,
No,
which was a mistake.
we should have eaten.
We should have eaten, but like the variety of food there, the kind of food that was there was like amazing.
So good.
The vendors. Amazing. Such a like variety, spaced.
It was
out.
the right space amount. I feel like it was nice. The way it was laid out.
From a space perspective, it was just so pretty.
Lights up in the rafters and music.
It's
playing,
covered.
Live music.
There were fire pits. There was seating everywhere. Like it was just. We had so much. I also feel like the way that it was organized, like it's just spacious enough, but it's small enough that you like get to run into people in a really like organic, lovely way. Like we did not make plans to meet people, but we like met so many people that we like were just, you're like, I hope I see these people. Yeah. And it, we didn't see everybody that we wanted to see, but like we had so many like wonderful sort of like surprise, organic, like beautiful interactions with some of you and our favorite designers and favorite vendors. And there's something about the feel of that event that I think is like it's like the anti-overwhelm version of Rhinebeck.
Yes.
Which would be another example of things that is like, I would say that Rhinebeck, even for us, having gone like 3 times and, being really like intentional, like it just is overwhelming because of the sheer volume of people, yarn, like
small
it's
space
just
and you
like
can't get in and
too much good. It's too much good in too small a period of time. Like I feel like I feel like I would need to at least double the amount of time, like for everything for me to feel okay.
In Rhinebeck or in...
Yes.
Well,
like if I just sort of feel like everything is crammed together.
It is crammed.
Because if let's say you're going to be one of those people, like we've only ever done 2 events in one day, but like let's say you're going to be somebody on Friday who's going to try and hit all 3. I'm like, I just don't know how. Everyone travels differently. You and I like need downtime, or if we don't give ourselves downtime, then you become angry and I become silent and weepy. So it's not a good situation.
And then we go to the car and we mope.
And I'm just like, Carmen's like, "Rah, rah," and I'm like, but that's what I mean by like, I sort of feel like there's part of what I find overwhelming about the weekend is the sheer amount of good and wonderful and the like trying to do it all. Yeah.
And I think that we don't do that with Rhinebeck.
No.
I want more Walnut Fair though.
Yes, and that's the piece. That's the piece that I'm like, it's like I would wanna, like we already spent significantly less time at that event because we spent 4 hours getting tattoos.
They had tattoos.
They were so pretty.
She was so good.
She was
that
so
tattoo
amazing.
Artist,
Priya.
if you have a chance.
Woo! If you are near Brooklyn, like you need to go get a tattoo with this girl. She is amazing. And I'm like, can I show mine?
Can you get your leg up there?
Probably.
I think so.
It's not nearly as cute as yours though.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like for me to show
put
it
up there.
There it is.
Look how cute! I haven't seen it all healed.
It's so much.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So great.
It's so beautiful.
But yeah, so we spent like a lot of time having a wonderful experience with Priya and each other getting tattoos.
That was so fun.
But then by the time we like got to the event, I don't know.
It was like we were there. We started at 10 and we were like 1:30. Where we?
Yeah. So then we were there from like 1 till 5 because we wanted to catch the sunset at this other beautiful location. So
yes,
I could have used not only double the time but like double because we did very little shopping.
Yeah, we really did.
We picked up our pre-ordered mugs.
Yes,
from Golden Earth.
I have to say, this is a great mug. It really, I'm a tea drinker, and not all mugs work with tea, and this one is my favorite to drink tea out of all my handmade mugs.
I normally like a mug that like will take like all of my fingers, like a big one, but I really do like this one.
Yes.
It is the perfect size. It is absolutely the perfect size. So we picked up a pre-order of these.
we both ordered these not knowing how much they would be.
Worth it. Worth every
Worth
Canadian dollar.
Yes. But when before we had all the things, I was like, wow, okay, that's that's
Our
a much.
exchange rate. Woo!
But it's totally worth it.
Totally worth
Totally
it.
worth it.
Yeah, we didn't do that much shopping, really.
Nope. Got the bags. Oh, we got those later.
Yeah, we got those later.
Sorry. We were influenced by
Absolutely influenced. We got leather. Well, we didn't buy them there, but we saw these amazing. Should I just show it?
Oh, do you have it with you? Yeah, I was gonna say I can open mine up. It's I got it still in the shipping envelope. I haven't had a chance to even open it.
My new favorite. Non-yarny acquisition here.
Oh, it's so beautiful. This is at Farmer's Daughters. They were selling this. Oh, Jackie. It is so good in black.
It's this gorgeous
Look at this.
recycled leather amazing bag that was first spotted by Lily. She got hers in like a brown color, then
No, she went with the black.
She went with the black, that's right. She was between black and brown, and she bought it and it was amazing. And then Melissa from Sonder Yarn organically found her way and was like trying to decide between the colors.
We ran into her right as she was already there, and we were like, did you see this color, this other brown?
Yeah, and she was trying to decide on this bag. So
and then she got like a cognac color.
Yeah, she got the one that Lily didn't buy. In any case, this is yarn adjacent, but also I just want to shout out this brand, which is the Redesign Project. They make all these like gorgeous project bags, but they also make these like stunning totes that we didn't buy while we were at New York Sheep and Wool, but I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yep.
And
me neither.
I went online. I didn't know how. I like went on their website and they didn't have it. Their like official website. And then bless Melissa, who I don't know, made a post about it and like put the product name in it. And from there, I was able to Google it and find a Canadian seller, which unfortunately no longer has the bags because Carmen and I bought the last two. but they are such beautiful bags.
I can actually tell you, this is literally an unboxing.
Yeah.
Look at this. I love this.
They're so well made. The leather is like sumptuous. It's like soft. Oh my god. The regrets on not getting the brown. I mean, I'm glad I got the black.
I love the black too.
Like, look how beautiful
Look
it is.
at this.
It's just slouchy, and you know, this is one of those tactile things that I think if I had seen it online, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then because we like pet it in real life, it's so soft.
It's so
well made. It'll fit everything.
Just goes with everything. But this is what we were saying. It was like this color, like, and the black just go with everything.
They go with everything.
Like, they are just. Oh, Jackie!
They're so
Glad I
beautiful.
got
So this is one of the things that we got at a Wool and Affair. Well, we didn't get it at a Wool and Affair, but like
we kind of did. We should have counted it.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so like before, like we'll do a little bit of like baby amount of acquisitions. We're not really gonna show everything that we got there, but I think it's more about like the experience. That's what I wanted to like talk about and focus on.
It was not about.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's to say like if you're thinking about going to New York Sheep and Wool, like you do you, like you know who you are as a traveler in terms of like your balance of like what kind of stuff you want to do. But I'm gonna like strongly encourage you to just be mindful of like, this is my first one, I have to hit them all.
Yes.
Like,
no.
I mean, some people do it. Jen Geigley, oh my God, go and watch her thing. She will show you most of the booths at Indie Untangled and a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna watch that one.
Phenomenal.
I think I missed that one.
But like, you know, if you're somebody who's like, I don't know, like, this is not really my scene, or like lots of people, really busy, like if it's not like, then I would say without a shadow of a doubt, just go to Wool and Affair.
Yes.
Because it is the anti-overwhelm event. It's
so
so spacious.
Fun.
It's so
There's
beautiful.
so much space too to go to and then come back in and then go back out. Yeah. And I would say, like, I know you can do half days. Like, I think it's
full
a full day.
If you want to shop, full day. If you don't want to shop, you could also hang out there full day and be like,
that's the thing. I would just want to knit there
and by the river and like
so
sitting,
beautiful.
watching all the like
they had a
knitters
nice
go
little
by.
place for drink, like a little like bar thing,
Yeah.
so you could like walk around with like craft. I had a craft brew. That was so nice.
Yeah, it was so nice. There was like indoor and like cover, like outdoor but covered, and then like outdoor and like seating, and just the vibe is excellent. I feel like it was I
loved it
we
there.
weren't there first thing in the morning, so I don't know if it was frenzied, but there is like, I think what I find overwhelming about the weekend is like the sensation of frenzy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, like
Didn't feel
there
like
was
that.
no,
Although we didn't,
but we weren't there.
We weren't
Like
there
I
at the
wonder if
beginning.
the first 2 hours maybe is like a
Probably.
little bit frenzied, but like just the whole
it was so
vibe of it is like wonderful.
I loved
And you get to
it.
see the Hudson River. It's like so beautifully placed.
I know we keep saying it again, but it's so
It's
nice.
so
Like it
beautiful.
left me wanting more. Like I'm so glad
Yeah.
we had amazing dinner plans, and so I'm so glad like we got to experience and see a sunset that we wanted to see. At the same time, I actually was like, I would have definitely had one more, like just as many hours as possible.
Yeah.
I loved it there so much.
So
Yeah.
fun.
They also had so we had tattoos done, but we they had a tarot,
an
like,
astrologer,
yes, not a tarot necessarily, but an
and
oracle.
also intuitive readings.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, just fun stuff. And I know there was also like this, there was a indoor section
God.
that was a quiet zone, not quiet, but like if you need
Yeah.
a little bit of space and you just want to chill on these beautiful couches and these in this gorgeous
like glass
Hall.
calls. Oh my god! And there was also like they had talks.
oh
Like,
yes,
like
I
all
know,
half an hour
apparently.
talks.
Did you
with,
know there
like-
were sheep there?
No,
I didn't know this either. We missed it. Like there was all on the other side. I saw from another podcaster was like, oh,
I know.
there's this, and I was like, what?
Yeah, there
What
were
is it?
sheep. I think Wing and a Prayer had sheep.
Oh.
And then there were like the talks, like with like Andrew Maury did a talk, and like
Oh, I didn't know
Um,
that.
Amy from Levy and May had a talk. Like there was like a half an hour talks. Of course, Carmen and I just, I don't know where the time goes.
We just like
left.
we
But
let things take us to play.
yeah,
Well, and we wanted to go to Mindful Folk. We love that
We
one.
love Hannah.
Love Hannah
Yeah.
so much.
and her maple syrup. Oh my god, this was the year of like less yarn, more other things. I
Yes,
feel like
because
for
I got
us.
a little big project bag. Like, you know, it's actually just
Yeah.
right there. You can just grab it. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I cried in the booth. But my beautiful sister. Oh my
So
god.
pretty.
So beautiful. And it was like space dyed
Ice
ice dyed,
Ice
sorry,
dyed.
by thank you, please help me. Dyed in Spin Cycle.
based on a spin
They-
cycle color.
Oh, I thought
So
they
she
did-
ice dyes it.
Oh,
but
she
they
did
base
it, but
them
they based it on
a-
that.
on
No,
the.
see, ice dyed by Spin Cycle yarns.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they did it.
oh, I don't know why I didn't get that.
I
Okay,
think so.
you got it.
And this I won't be able to do, but this like is so for like sock knitting, you want to like walk along and put your little or hat or whatever if you're walking and you want to knit. But it also like turns into like a standalone like bowl or something too or whatever.
It's like a
There's,
three-way confirmation.
Yeah,
It's so brilliant.
yeah. I can turn that was so fun.
Yeah, just again, like it. I think one of the things that I really appreciate about Woolen Affair, and then to a certain degree New York Sheep and Wool, and then I guess to a certain degree, but less at Cake Wool, and we've never been to Indian Tangled.
Oh,
It was.
I was looking for all my tape measure.
Oh,
That's
there was
what
one
I was
right
like.
there. That was a very specific sound that I know, but I don't know what that sound was.
You're going to one of those radio stations.
Yeah.
That can like identify the sound.
There's like a real variety. So I do think,
Yeah.
you know, Carmen and I
Yeah.
have talked about this before, like one can get full on looking at yarn where you're just like, I can't look at yarn anymore.
Yes.
And so,
Yes.
Woolen Affair, like, I feel like they've like curated it so that it's like pottery and then like a bag
Yes.
and then like clothing and then like yarn
Yarn,
and
and
then
then-
like it just is so well done. So if you're thinking next year, and assuming hopefully that Woolen Affair is going to be at the Hutton Brickyards, I would say like make it a day,
Yes.
go there. Not to say that the other
We
events aren't
haven't,
amazing.
we haven't gone
just
to
can't
Indian
talk about Indian
Untangles.
Tangles.
We can't talk about that.
Um,
We went to Cake Palooza
Yeah.
2 years ago.
And it was
pouring
lovely,
rain,
but
so I don't
pouring
know if I can like totally comment on that. But this was definitely the best.
I think it's like it's the one where if you want to hang,
Yeah.
I think you can also hang at Indian Tangle. What I will say about Cake is that Cake is amazing. It's just like not, I don't think it's built to be.
It's like in a parking lot.
It's in a parking lot. It's, you know, well lit. The booths are like wonderful. The vendors are wonderful. It's actually really probably super easy to navigate. Like you can't get lost in it because you just like it's this great little like horseshoe. Yeah. But I don't see it as a hangout spot. I'm like, do they have food there?
No, apparently no. Because I was watching AKA Nora Knits and she was going through. Although she didn't go to that one this year, but yeah, she said there's no food at that one.
Yeah, so like if you want to just do like a full and fun, but like a little more leisurely event on the Friday, I would strongly encourage you to do Wool and Affair. And really also to think about if you're traveling. I was like talking to somebody just about the weekend and they were like, should I just come for Saturday? I'm like, nah, you want to come for Friday.
I was only going to go to one day, I would go to Friday. Even over and not go to Rhinebeck, like not go to New York Sheep and Wool for me.
That's like a 50-50 for me.
Yeah. For me, it's not even. If I that's the one I like the most, 100%. If I could only do one. Yeah. Hands down.
If I could only shop one, I would definitely shop a Wool and Affair. I think the piece that I both love and hate about New York Sheep and Wool is the volume of knitwear.
Yes,
like seeing it all, like just the parade of like all of the knitwear. To me, it doesn't happen as easily at a Wool and Affair. Like you'll see people, there's just less people.
But that's for me good. I don't like too much variety. I don't like too much choice. Like that was exactly the amount I wanted. Yeah. It's like going to, you know, like I think TJ Maxx or TK Maxx or something that's like our equivalent to like Winners here.
Oh yeah. And
it's like there's just so much stuff in Winners, I can't take it. It's just too much. Yeah. Like it's too much. No. Yeah. Give me like just a few things and then let's select.
Yeah. But we loved it.
Really loved it.
We really, really loved it. And
yeah. And then Rhinebeck, anything you want to say about
New York Sheep and Wool? I feel like for us,
the hill was the biggest. I've never seen anything. Oh, we've only had three times to see it, but Andrea Mowry's event, the Ooey
Gooeys, like
everywhere.
They were everywhere, and when they all congregated on the hill, like my brain actually kind
magical.
of like short circuited.
Yeah, it was hard to believe.
Hour there, this many knitters all in the same sweater, like all having this like joy experience that Carmen and I observed from a gentle distance away. I really liked the gentle distance that we were. Like,
I was very happy to be there.
And I think that's the piece. It's like if you don't go on Saturday, you will miss that little 15-minute moment, right? And like, you know, am I gonna do an entire day for 15 minutes? Like, I don't know. Like, you do you. I think that's the piece that you wouldn't want to miss. That I don't want to miss.
I know that is a thing for you. I don't like it as much as you like it.
Yeah, I think for me, there's something about like, I don't know. It's like the same feeling that I get like at a concert.
Yeah.
You know, like a large concert. It's like a shared joy that I think is really wonderful. And then I'm like, okay, that's enough. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to go in the barns. I don't want to like, let's go find a place in the grass to sit and eat apples.
That's always what we do.
Which is what we do. Or in the car. So
I get so annoyed so quickly there. Like when I think about myself, like at Rhinebeck, I've only ever enjoyed Sundays.
Yes.
You know, and we didn't even go on
that's the other
Sunday
thing.
This year.
No, because we went somewhere else. But if you are a get overwhelmed person, just go on Sunday.
Go on Sunday.
It's not any like, I mean, you don't get the like droves things. But I think, you know, better that you have a experience that's good for you and miss out on a little piece than go and try and like fight your way. Not fight, but like
it's exactly the thing that you like might be something that somebody might really hate. And so basically you can avoid that experience completely by going to Sunday. It's
by going on Sunday.
Very
it's
different
lovely.
vibe. For me, it's much better.
Yeah. And then I think the other new thing that we wanted to, that I wanted to spend some time talking about is the Jill Draper Open Studio on the Sunday, which last year Carmen and I rolled in like 15 minutes before it was going to end, and we're like, oh, well, this is kind of nice. But this
It's
year
a
we actually
beautiful
made
location.
it. Yeah, we actually made it like whilst it was happening, and just had a wonderful experience. Again, there's like a vibe around that where it's like
food, like handmade, like
her mom makes like
food,
delicious
delicious.
baking and drinks, and it's
Oh my
just like
God, just there, just have
by the
some.
river with picnic benches, and like not only are there knitters, but they're also like people who actually live in that area, like with their
Yes, with
kids
their
in the
kids.
playground, and like it just is again like it's like the anti-capitalistic
Right on the water.
frenzy
Yes.
version.
100%.
On the water, like again, it's really spacious. They had like really wonderful people to like help you out, but there was also a lot of like, I think what I noticed is that there were a lot of like friends meeting friends, and like at a like number of people that's manageable, that you can have like a leisurely interaction with somebody, and the kind of place where it's like everyone's stopped shopping, but everyone's still hanging out to just like talk and get to know each other. And I think that doesn't happen so much at New York Sheep and Wool, just because it's not, it's like very loud, and it's like, you know, tight in the booths, and it's like too vast really to have that sort of like connection of like, oh, you can see somebody there and you can like yell, you know, 5 feet over and be like, that's a really great green, and like then end up in an interaction. So we really like loved that.
And it's a big pavilion, like in the middle of a park, not a huge park, like that's right on the water, and it's open on all sides, so you just don't feel, there's no pressure, and it's all her wool, so it's not like you're like I think, isn't it? So it's not like you have to be thinking, oh, do I want you know, I don't know. There's something,
it easy.
Makes it nice. You're just
and
but she has such a
so
selection in terms of the different kinds of wool.
Yeah, so much of it is locally milled. Oh my God, this. Okay, this is Jill Draker Make stuff. This is High Plains. It's superfine merino from a flock of sheep. That was somehow like this. It's the Clara Park. Basically, how we were told, how this was explained to us is like, you know, the Clara Parks of like Vanishing Fleece and the Clara Parks. She curated this in the sense that like she was involved in like the selection of the fleeces and like saving this flock of merino sheep. I should probably stop talking because I don't actually. This is like third-hand information. However,
sheep to skein in the U.S.
However, it is so soft. Look at that color, my God.
Look at it's like tonal, but like, oh my God. I want to make some kind of like a...
It needs to be like all up here, like so that you can be like enveloped in it. But yeah, so that's something that, so pro tips for other humans and also for us to remember. You must RSVP for this event because she has a limit in terms of like how many people she can come. She has permits for to like come through the space, which makes sense.
But it's free.
It's free. Please RSVP. And she also has a wait list because, you know, like the weekend happens and if plans change. So if you've RSVP'd and you plans change, like it is so appreciated by humans like Carmen and I that you like cancel because that's how you get to go. You can put yourself on a wait list. And I didn't realize that the wait list is like rolling. So like we went on the wait list and they contact you and you actually have to say okay to wanting that spot in order for you to like get the spot. In my brain, it was just like Ryan back in my brain was like not working. And I was just like, oh good, I'm off the wait list. And I didn't realize that I had to like open it up and like confirm. So I just went on the wait list again and then it was fine. But like just something to think about. I think it's a beautiful way to close out the weekend if you wanted to like even if you like love like long days and like, you know, I sort of say like sample sale consciousness, if like that is like if you're like enthused by like crowds and people and like, you know, like finding the thing in the back corner, which we are just not enthused by, but like love that there are people who are enthused by that.
Totally.
Like even if that's your vibe, like the invitation would be to just like check out Jill Draper and give yourself like an hour and sit by the water and like knit with your friends.
With the birds. Oh, and I connected with a little jumping spider. I still miss him. I've talked about him yesterday.
It just there's a magic in that spot, you know, and I think that it's an opportunity. Like when I'm there, and also to a certain extent the Hutton, But there's an opportunity. Like, I feel like when we land there, I really am like, wow, we are in this like incredibly beautiful place in upstate New York with the river, with the trees in the autumn. Like, it just like gives you a moment to be like,
in the fall.
Like, even if we removed all of the yarn, right? Like, what a gift it is that we got to have this weekend with each other and with some of you and our, like, you know, knit fam. Like, it just is such a, we're so lucky. We're so lucky. Yes. And I think it's a nice way to sort of, like, end, because it can get a lot about, like, the skein that you didn't get, or like, you know, it can get like that. And I think that it's important.
Years. Like, this year was definitely not about the wool that I got. I actually wasn't even expecting to get anything necessarily, because I knew I wasn't going to be buying from the farms that I had already bought from, because
we just wanted to visit.
No, we just wanted to visit them.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't knit them yet. Because I bought so much
Don't
last
buy
year.
a sweater's quantity if you already had. That was a good rule, I think. Yeah. I think it was like a helpful thing.
Yeah, can't do that. You have to. And then that made me knit this, you know, because I had 2 sweaters quantities from both layers. Like, I'm like, you can't get another one, Car. Like, you have to. Yeah.
Let
others have it.
Others have the skeins.
Yeah, and don't have it just sit on your like shelf.
Yeah, I mean, we still did more. We still bought more than we anticipated, but we'll show things as they
great. This one I'm making, talk about doing it again. I'm making another
Base Spirit.
Thank you. Base Spirit
by Park
Williams. And Susie. She's gonna make it, and I think can't remember who else.
Lily.
Yeah, we're all gonna make these. I'm in a real like green phase.
Yeah. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, actually, I feel like I like this.
Oh, yes. Okay,
so new to us,
Melissa's
producer. This is Melissa Clulow's influence.
Oh my god, these are so good.
This was towards the end of Woolen Affair. We hadn't really done that much shopping, and Melissa was like, "Hey, girls, have you seen this booth? Have you been to Wishbone Yarn?" And we're like, "Wishbone Yarn? What's Wishbone Yarn?" She's like, Come, let me show you the mohair.
Like, you want to go.
You want to go.
Mohair.
Look at this mohair. This is their Love Child base by Wishbone Yarn. Wishbone Yarn is a company out of South Africa, and they came all the way to New York Sheep and Wool, or to upstate New York for, and I need
to make this now.
Really interesting, so it's a mohair, it's 60% mohair, 40% mulberry silk. The yardage is ridiculously generous. It's like 656 yards per 100 grams. Did I get that right?
Crazy.
But just look at the colors on this. Look at the colors on this. Just like,
and the dyeing of it is so beautiful.
The dyeing is so good.
Jackie, I need more hands.
I know. I get it.
2 is
completely get it.
I can't wait to make this.
You know, tangent number 45. You know, I had this thought of like what it would be like to have like 6 hands. I don't know why 6, but like, you know, 6 arms. And I thought you'd have to have like 360 shoulder joints, because if I had 6 hands, I'm basically thinking myself like a bug, right? You have like a right and a left. Like, you could knit one in front of you, and then like the lower set of arms could knit like something else. Otherwise the yarn bells would get tangled, but one of your sets of arms would have to be able to like knit in a reverse direction, because could you actually be knitting 3 objects at the same time? I guess you could like knit here with one set of arms and here with another set of arms and like here with another set of arms.
Now, if you were doing like stranded color work and each one had like 3 balls or something at the same time, then that would be a lot. But no, I think that would be fine.
How many arms would you like for knitting?
I feel like as soon as you had an answer, it would be like, well, no, I need 1 more pair, because there's going to be always more that you want to like. You just want to.
It's just so, you know, like one thing is I was talking to like a non-knitter the other day about like knitting, and I was like, listen, you show me another activity where the process of doing it is arguably at least, if not better, than the thing that you create.
It's true.
Like,
it's true. Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's just like to have this running through my fingers, to have this mohair running through my fingers. I am like so excited.
It is really
to have it running through my fingers.
There is,
and to watch it. like become something.
I know.
It's like,
and to feel when it's stretchy, and to feel these like you just feel.
ooh,
It is such a beautiful hobby.
we're so lucky.
We are so lucky. It's why we want everybody to do it.
Yes.
Like it's I you know,
Yes.
always am saying, please learn how to knit. Learn how to knit.
Where do you send people, Carmen? If they want to knit, like where do you
I
what
would
do you
say,
tell
like,
people to do?
Just go on YouTube. I actually don't even give them an actual thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a like specific person that you recommend?
No, I was thinking about this question mostly because I have a couple of people. I was thinking, I often will say, like, go to your LYS
Yeah,
if you have an
if you have
LYS, because I feel like that's like the ideal, but I was thinking about folks who don't have an LYS or can't access their LYS because they work like 9 to 5 and the classes like
Or
you
there
know,
aren't classes,
or there aren't classes or like whatever the case
or maybe
is.
that just feels intimidating, like they want to just try them themselves.
I mean, I self-taught on YouTube.
Right?
Back in the day, Very Pink Knits, and there was this other
Very Pink
website
Knits
that
is
I can't
great.
remember, but I self-taught, and then I also, I feel also like there's the like learning how to knit and purl, but then I feel like, do you have resources for like when you want to knit a garment, like when you want to like go from like dishcloth to
No,
something
but
else?
I always say, like, knit a garment as soon as possible, or at least knit something that you like. Like, don't make this scarf.
Yeah, don't make
that
the
you
scarves.
don't want. Even though right now I've realized I really want a long scarf,
like one
not
that
a
you
shawl.
can like
I
wrap
want
around.
a like scarf.
Yeah, like a like long.
Full out regular scarf.
Yeah.
Yes. Ironically, but yeah, that's my advice. Is always like try to do something that you actually want to do.
Yeah, with some yarn that you like the color of and the feeling of.
Yes, and my other piece of advice, although I don't know why we're saying this to you guys because you all knit or you all knit, but the other piece of advice is because there's so many different styles, like even like continental versus, you know, like the picking versus like throwing, like try one, and if that doesn't feel good, try the other one.
Yeah.
And I personally think that the picking is the easiest one to pick up.
I think so too. I think continental's easier to do.
It's easier to do. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
got
as easy
less-
to keep it
it's
as
like
like
less.
even. I think that like you give up. The one thing about throwing is that you keep tension much more easily. Yeah, because you are literally like putting it around
Wrapping
and
it, right.
tightening it up. That I feel like I don't do as much for the
with continental. Yeah. But
anyway.
do you have resources? I was sort of asking because I would love to, because I'm always telling people just learn.
Yeah,
but then I would
it's
love
true,
to
and
like
I don't
give
have
them
anywhere
like
to give them.
something
That's a
else.
great point.
So
I'm sure there's like craftsy things too.
Yeah,
people
I'm
talk
curious.
about,
Like I yeah,
don't do it that.
I don't do that kind of stuff. Like that's just not my learning style, I think.
It's you know what is my learning well, my style. It's not a learning style because I don't do it, but my style is definitely to sign up for things like craftsy, like for a year. Like, you know, where like anytime there's like these things, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna like learn all these things, and then I like, what's the thing? Masterclass. Like, yeah, I listened to one. It was really good.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, it's not my learning style because I really want to, but like for me, I feel like I need like I need a human to like carry me along.
This is it. Like the test knits, right?
Yes.
It's like, yes. Just like tell me.
I
Tell
need
me where
somebody
to,
to
go.
like give
curate
me
it
momentum.
for me, and then I can like, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's.
Did we show this little like? Look at the. What isn't it pretty? Look at that.
Ooh. So let me just check. I think so. Lily from Wishbone Yarn. She is based in South Africa, and she is back to her dye pots because I had, in hilarious rhymic frenzy, bought 2 colors of mohair in the wrong quantity. Like I wanted a garment.
You had to.
I wanted a garment I wanted some mohair for a garment, and then I wanted some mohair for an accessory. And instead of buying a garment quantity and accessory quantity, I bought just over an accessory quantity, but not enough of a garment quantity of both. So I was like, but I messaged Lily, and she's like back home now. She's done traveling. She's back to her dye pots. So like yarn shall be coming, because if you go to her website right now, there's like nothing. And I so I wanted those, anybody who like swooned, like I swooned over this mohair, to know that like it's coming. Like
that's funny.
So, yeah.
That's funny.
Thank you for being you.
Oh, low battery. There you go.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes. I love you guys.
We love you guys.
Mean it.
Yes.
Really mean it.
We loved being able to do this, and we wouldn't do this in the same way if it weren't for you and all of the love and support that you offer us.
We wouldn't think it to. This is like, these are like demarcation points, I guess, you know, like it's like spaces where we reflect on the knitting and we show the knitting, and if you weren't there, we wouldn't be able to do that. It would just be kind of like
the same,
fluffing around.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Let us know what's on your needles. I'm really like keen to be inspired. I feel like my queue was already knitting so long, but like vicarious knitting. I had a, you know, some of the podcasters that like, they actually have a question, and I was like on the train and I was like, do I have a question? My question is, what is your favorite yarn and why? Not that I need to expand my stash, but I feel like that's what I appreciate. Don't make me choose.
You're making them choose.
Oh, you could write like 8 things. Just don't make me choose one. Are you kidding me? What's yours?
You just asked it. I don't know. You're the one asking questions.
Okay. Favorite yarns with an S. No limits. No limits. Oh my god. Did you see
I feel like
panic in my eyes? I was just like,
what? It's so funny because I think I was like, it just makes me laugh that it's your question.
it is my question.
But I see where it's coming from. I totally get it. And we just have like so many yarns for such different things. Like, how could we do?
Well, that's why it's a 2-part question, not just like why is it, like what's your favorite yarn and why. Like the why to me is as important as the favorite. Right? So
how about, or we could say one of your favorite
yarns and why.
And why.
Yeah.
That's it. So that you don't have to decide which one's your favorite. Just one of them.
I think, so the like rationale behind the question is not to give you a Sophie's Choice moment of terror, or like agony, but because one of the things that I realize I love so much about what happens at New York Sheep and Wool for us is that we get to experience new yarns and understand the why behind them.
That's true.
And it's a tactile craft. Like, it is also visual, but it is just as, if not more tactile than it is visual. And that's what, you know, those moments where we don't have the opportunity to go in person and squish something or see something. That's why I want to ask the question, because I thought like, how do we gift a little bit of like what we love about the experience to those of you who, you know, we so most of whom we know through this format, although we wish we could squeeze every single one of you in real life. I thought that would be
we're doing it as much as we can.
Yes. We hope that would help with any of you who are sort of, as I used to, feeling like, oh, I didn't get to go to the festival, or like I don't have the opportunity to do that, because, you know, it's a lot. It takes a lot for us to be able to have those experiences, and just want to gift you like a little tiny piece of the joy.
You're so lovely, Jackie.
We will see you, like, you know, knock on things sooner.
Yes, I think it's like 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, 4 or 5 weeks. And Carmen will have 4 test knits done.
I'm doing this to future Carmen, when you're watching this again. Get on it. No distractions.
And we will be bringing like the year's
our
faves.
So I think we're doing it possibly in
my studio. And if there's anything like in particular that you like want to see or you want us to like talk about, it's like the, you know, yearly recap episode. We'd love to hear what you want to hear about.
Yes, because we like to be told what to do.
We love being told what to do, although we don't always follow. I often like being offered something.
Options. I like that a lot.
It helps me decide what I'm going to do, which is often apologetically not what you told me.
We love you so much. Have a good one. Happy knitting.